If Robin would have had that party, everything exactly the way it went.
Was I the first to leave Robin's party the other night?
The other night? But you stayed longer than 3 hours.
You stayed past the dessert. Howard.
Did I? Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, but guess what? That was served on time. I showed up on time and the meal was put out.
But if you want to go down that road...
And also, I wasn't tired.
You left Robin's party at 10:35.
So that's the point. So one time I leave a party early. You guys are up my van. I mean, when have I left?
One time.
The one time. I went to your house out in the Jersey Shore. Yes. I was there the whole day.
Well, you threatened to leave within an hour before you actually got there.
I did. I wanted to turn around. I was miserable.
Oh, you was mad.
Now, listen. I mean, one time I left early. I couldn't keep my eyes open.
When I went down
done my time.
When I walked into Robin's party, I said, "Hey, Howard." He goes, "God, I wish I was at the Hamptons."
Yeah, I was tired.
Either you were or you weren't. You stayed a long time at that party.
I did the best I could. I even went on the boat. I tried everything.
You went on the boat, which you said you wouldn't do. You did everything you said you wouldn't do.
I love this. Now it's become rubbing elbows with Billy Joel. I've gone out with Billy Joel, I think, 3 times in my life.
And you never leave early.
Oh, that's not true.
But by the same token, Howard, I told you when you said you would come and do an hour at my party, I said you should not come.
Right. Yeah.
If you didn't plan to come to enjoy yourself, you shouldn't come.
No, thank you for that, by the way.
But
thank you for setting me straight.
No, I'm just saying that I'm sure that's what the audience is feeling, too. Right. If you're not willing to be in a party festive mood, don't show up.
Yeah, well, that's your MO, that's for sure.
Well, I was sick.
You sure didn't show up.
I was sick, and I did graciously decline.
Your invitation should always say, "Coming to party optional."
I like this. I can't believe you were such a dick and left Gary's dinner before the main course was served. No, you got to understand something. There were 4 main courses. You're not getting it.
You missed the potatoes au gratin.
It was a 4-course meal.
No. It was actually 5 courses.
Yeah, 5 courses.
Yeah.
A lot of people, chicken was, the one right before the main course, which if you don't eat red meat, I guess that's your main course, but...
And they sat me at that table for a half hour before you saw 1 drop of food.
What?
It was a half hour before we saw any food.
Sitting.
I don't think
the hour before that...
I can't trust you. Are you making that up?
No, I'm telling you the truth.
I don't think we were sitting a half an hour.
Hey... Whatever.
Howard, I love you. Boy, you just expand time when it benefits.
All right. Whatever.
Like a half hour.
All I know is I would say it was about 8:40 when we first ate.
Robin, we sat at 8:20.
No, we sat at 8:15.
We sat at 8:20.
8:15.
I called it ready, and we sat at 8:20.
You were supposed to be sitting at 8.
Hey, whoa. Do you want to hear what I have to say?
No, I didn't ask you. Who asked you to say anything? I didn't ask you for a thing. I'm conversing now. This is my time. You can get on that wrap-up show and talk all you want. You can wrap up all day.
I think I need to go to Spice Boy boot camp.
You know what? I'm still back to Bubba. You're going to listen to Mr. Foghorn Leghorn about what you do at a dinner party.
When it's convenient.
Bubba's right on target.
Yeah. Okay. He's a Vanderbilt.
Here's another one that agrees with you guys. I love you, but in this instance, that is, you're etiquette at Gary's party. You are being the world's biggest. You acted like a total prick, and now you're steadfastly defending indefensible behavior. Artie should not have shown up late, but that was a mistake, not a deliberate choice. Oh, I don't know about that.
I think it was deliberate.
I agree.
Whatever it was, I apologized for it.
Well, good. Now I'm being harassed because I got tired because I'm waiting for you.
Right.
You, on the other hand...
You were there till 2 a.m.
You, on the other hand, intentionally and rudely left like a prima donna, interrupting your hostess and making a scene. If you don't apologize for this, you're therapy isn't working, and you're a much bigger, more self-absorbed prick than I ever thought.
Do you think you should call Mary at least and apologize? Maybe you don't want to apologize to Gary.
I wouldn't apologize to any of them.
I have a comment for Bubba, by the way.
Yes.
Bubba's boot camp worked so well that his own producer left his wedding to go watch a football game.
That's right. That's Bubba boot camp for you.
Bubba boot camp.
He was at Artie boot camp.
Howard Stern is a hypocrite. He should just suck it up and say he's wrong instead of trying to blame everybody and deflect mistakes other people have made. Wasn't it just a week ago he was saying that he never did anything wrong? And I agree with that statement. I never do anything wrong. You're all wrong. Here's another one. You're a rude, selfish, egomaniacal bore. You act like you're the only person in the world who works and gets up early. What a total... Why don't you just stay in your precious Manhattan playing chess with all your homo friends? Counting almonds and eating turkey burgers, you worthless... You were wrong. Get over it. I'm afraid that Howard is on heroin. I've been listening for years, and I've always thought that Howard was a classy guy in his private life. However, the recent Gary dinner incident certainly proves that wrong. I am incredibly disappointed in Howard for not apologizing and taking it like a man. I know if I did something similar... I know if someone did something similar to he and Beth, that poor person would be cut off and never heard from again. I fully expected that today. Howard would stand up like a man... And he hasn't. It makes me fearful for his mental health.
Oh,
wow. He's obviously under some extreme stress. I told you that. Do you think he's on the brink of a nervous breakdown? Absolutely. It'd be great for the show if Beth would come on or call and answer questions about her feelings on Howard's behavior.
Have you talked to her about the berating you're getting here? What's going on there?
She heard the first berating. She thought it was hysterical. And then I said to her, we tried to call you on the air yesterday. And she said, I know. She goes, I was awake. I was in the shower or something. And I don't know. But I don't know why she doesn't call back.
Yeah.
You know. But I think we should try again today.
Defend you.
Toby Maguire will be here today, and Gilbert Godfrey will be here today.
Oh, well, that's a nice lineup.
I'm preparing myself for the emails about never have Gilbert on again.
Oh, come on. I hate that there's one email like that.
There's the heights and the depths today.
Here's one. Uncouth. Having a dinner prepared for you by a master chef like Jean-Louis Guérin is like having Einstein come over to fill you in on relativity. I am sure Einstein would have called you a putz and walked out on your ass. I'm sure he would have. Nice job showing how little class you have. Well, who said I had class? Let that be a topic of discussion.
Well, you're always talking about how, things were classy or, the classy move would be.
Yep, and I think I did it right.
Kevin Bacon's real classy party.
The classy move would be to stand at the door and bellow for Beth?
There are people who side with me, Robin. Let me read some of those. I've read you all the negative ones.
All right.
I've been invited to and suffered through many marathon weddings and dinners and such, and my good intentions just ran out of steam. There may be only 22 master chefs in the world, but there's only one Howard Stern, and if the one Howard Stern says he's tired and wants to go home, then so be it.
All right, this is that king complex.
Does anybody that was there think that it was a marathon?
Marathon is the wrong word for
I never said it was a marathon. I just said I was tired. God, you guys are still arguing about etiquette. Did you forget that Howard is a shock jock? This is a show where people get ball sacks on their face, a show that features guys who want to get vomited upon. And you guys are arguing about party etiquette? Laugh out loud. Don't you realize how absurd the contrast is? Did the show suddenly turn into Miss Manners? Give me a break. And since you said you're firing Benji and Ralph, how about giving me a break by hiring me? I'll be there at 5 a.m. every morning if you need me to. Hell, I'll live in the studio if you want me to. And here's another one. Howard, I'm on your side with this Gary dinner thing.
That guy's trying to get a job, first of all.
All right. Howard, here's a new one. Howard, I'm on your side with this Gary dinner thing. If you're tired, you're tired. I can understand. You were beating off and playing chess online all day. That would tire an old like you. So there you go. And he's right. I beat off last night again. Boy, you know what it is? We must have at some point gotten in the mail like every Savannah Sampson
video.
She must have given you the catalog.
And you realize, me too.
His Pharrell is gone.
Yeah. Here's a guy who's concerned about Gary's financial situation. And I got to tell you something. I was trying to do the math.
Looking at that house, you were trying to count up what was going on?
Yeah, kind of. Listen to
I thought it would be rude to bring it up, but I was in my head trying to figure out what Gary could get for that house.
Yeah.
Combined with where it is and how beautiful that home is, that's a chunk of change.
Your cash register was ringing, too?
Oh, yeah, I was doing a little stuttering John in my brain.
Yeah, I was a stuttering John, too. Why is Gary spending money like a Wall Street CEO? He lives in Greenwich. Are you kidding me? That dinner party must have cost $20,000. He needs to be reined in or he'll self-destruct.
Well, I did wonder how much. You know, he won that chef dinner at an auction. I wondered how much he paid for it.
What'd you pay for that?
I mean, you got to see the state-of-the-art electronics in this home. It's unbelievable.
Oh, never mind that. Listen to this. This email is much more direct. A fat boon has a mansion, musicians, super chefs, wine masters, etc. What the f*** is the world coming to?
I say salud, paisan. Yeah. That's what I
say.
Here's
another one. What the f*** happened to the party where Gary grills burgers and hot dogs for everyone? What happened to the beer keg? Thinks he's an aristocrat now with a wine taster, master
He lives
chef,
in Greenwich.
a string quartet. Howard not only should have left early, he should have thrown Mary's cakes right out of her face to teach her a lesson. What they did screams, "Love me, Daddy," so loud I can hear it from Queens.
May I address these?
If I rolled into that neighborhood with a keg, someone looking like me, I would have been asked to leave.
Because I read those this morning.
The police would have been called.
It's Louie's dinner party. Howard will leave if he wants to. Howard will leave if he wants to. Howard will leave if he wants to. If you think he's rude, then go yourself too.
Exactly.
Right, let me deal with these one point at a time, okay?
I love that song.
Which part? The baboon part?
That's to the point.
Okay, first of all, the dinner probably cost, I think I paid about $1,900 for it at auction, and probably another $800 or $900 for, how to rent tables, rent glasses, hire assistants, all that stuff.
I wasn't thinking about the dinner.
Baba Booey's laying out $20,000 for
No. So
1900.
Hold on.
Oh, 1900.
The dinner probably cost around $2,700.
Right.
Okay, I have not become. I am much more comfortable grilling in my backyard. I bought that dinner specifically with you guys in mind because I thought it would be something nice to do.
It was.
It's not what I do all the time. There's not a master chef at my house.
By the way, can I ask you something about etiquette? How many people called you up the next day to say thank you?
Okay.
How many?
Howard Stern called.
Who else?
Fred Norris sent a note.
Who called you? Notes are impersonal.
Howard called. You called. Fred sent a note.
Who called, I asked?
I'm
not who sent the note.
Pam and Tim.
How many people called you up to thank you?
Pam and Tim.
You're not telling me. You told me Fred wrote a note.
I'm finishing.
He's going through his list.
Don't go through the list. Answer the question. How many people called you?
Okay, I'll go over here and figure it out and come back with a number.
What do you need, a calculator?
Howard was hoping it was one.
And it's three out of all those people.
Three.
And myself would be one of them.
That's correct.
And who were the other two?
Pam and Tim Sabian. In fact, Pam called twice because she wasn't sure she had the right number. And Ronnie called.
Of course.
Fred sent a note, and Tom Chisano sent a note.
A note. They were too busy to pick up the phone.
Well, Tom actually tried to call.
Artie's name was not mentioned.
He didn't have my email.
Who brought a gift?
Everyone brought a gift.
I brought a gift.
Who brought a more expensive gift?
What gift did you bring? Artie brought the most expensive.
What did you bring?
Artie's so funny because Artie goes, "Listen, I got a housewarming gift for you." He goes, "Really not much for Mary, but he goes, 4 tickets for a coveted Sunday Yankees game. And Artie's seats are the best seats. But Mary said that is a housewarming gift because Gary takes the kids and have the day to myself.
She has the day to herself.
The house is very warm after that. That is not a housewarming gift.
That's a great gift.
I mean, his 2 kids are going to love those seats.
He basically gave his seats that he gets for free.
I get them for free.
No, he doesn't get them for free.
The best seats in the world.
He could have sold those seats.
The best seats you could ever have for any game ever.
Yeah.
That's not a gift for the hostess.
$150 a pop.
Your etiquette is off.
My etiquette's way off.
I like
At least I'm admitting it.
I like that. The guy's so right. We have people vomiting on each other. We're worried about etiquette.
Well, that's always done properly on this show.
Yeah. Gee, when is the guy coming in to vomit on someone? And by the way, Artie, your gift was not appropriate.
So wait a second. To finish that thing up, I don't have a chef at my house and a wine guy at my house all the time.
Well, we know that.
And as far as the house is concerned, you know what? I was thinking about this morning. I earned it. I told Howard, like we were sitting at the dinner table that night. I go, you see that chimney? That big chimney there? I go, that's a fireworks appearance I did between Pittsburgh and Cleveland.
Right, you worked for every bit of that house.
I go, you know what? You see
No
that
one
TV?
denies that.
That's a beer fest in Orlando where a guy dumped a beer on me.
I know, Gary, but I'm saying, God bless you. I know what you get kind of for those appearances. Right. That's a lot of appearances. That's a beautiful Greenwich, Connecticut home.
It also came from...
looks like it belongs in Greenwich.
Oh, yeah.
Gary, you know what Gary reminds me of? You know when the guys used to smoke and you get those coupons on the back of the Camel cigarette?
The Campbell's and
like Gary spent
Camel Cash.
Gary saved all his coupons and he got his house.
That's right.
He got his S&H green stamp.
However you get there, you get
Let
there.
me tell you something.
It ain't just a house. It's a beautiful...
You do a great job, and you have a beautiful home.
Show.
The best produced show.
Thank you.
And let me tell you something. It was a great night, despite the controversy, and we had a lot of fun. And what can I say? I was very appreciative to the point that I called you up the next morning to say, Gary, what you did was way out of control, way above and beyond. And I thank you very much.
He had to leave. He was overwhelmed.
Listen, we had a great time, and I really did enjoy having everybody there. I really
sure.
did.
And even our busting balls is all in fun.
Yeah.
I got it. For me, the most fun...
Oh, you guys just want to get out of Bubba Boot Camp.
The most fun for me...
I'm taking on Bubba Boot
Bring it
Camp.
on. By the
I want to
way-
see if he can
By the
break
way,
me.
I have a question for anybody in this
Good
room.
luck, Bubba.
Did people who gave gifts to Bubba, did anybody receive a thank you note?
I did.
No.
I did.
From Bubba, I did, actually. From his wedding, yeah.
There you go. So I don't have to go...
Wait a second, did
I
I?
didn't
I can't-
receive a note.
I can't...
I think I
don't
got an
think so.
email.
Bubba sent me a very
Sent
nice
him
I
note.
got
personal.
neither an email, nor a note, nor a phone call, nor nothing.
Really?
Wow.
That's
No kidding.
interesting. No, Bubba did
Zippo.
send me a nice note. He did.
What's with his wife? That's her job.
Well, he's the man in charge.
I don't think I got one
Get her
either.
in boot camp.
All right, now we're taking them on.
Put Heather in boot camp. Wow, get Bubba on the phone.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a major faux pas.
Yeah.
I was willing to let that slide until that loudmouth decided to insert himself in this situation.
That's right. And so
like he knows
inappropriately.
everything.
Yeah, his comments there, I mean, he's sort of acting like
Out of
Sal.
line.
Right.
By the way, Doug Goodstein is sending me a note via computer. He sent Bubba a really nice gift and didn't get a thank you. And
Thank you.
And he too says he did
I
not
guess
get
he
a
was
gift.
too busy
Right.
in the octagon.
Well, hey, you're lucky to have been there, according to him.
Thank you. No, actually, I was lucky to be there because Howard was nice enough to bring everybody down there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But also, he wrote Howard the note. He didn't have to
Oh,
thank
so I
you.
guess that's a blanket that kind of thanks everybody. My
No, in
mistake,
fact,
my error.
I don't think I got a formal note. I got like an email from Bubba afterwards talking about how much.
Yeah, I don't think the thank you notes have gone out.
And you brought the whole show down and everything.
No, I got one. I really did.
You're the
You
only one.
got one.
Yeah.
Son of a...
And your address is the hardest one to find to the bunch.
I think you sent it here,
Oh,
you
okay.
know.
Why don't we get him on the phone and ask him?
Maybe mine's in the letter file.
Wow, Fred, I'm shocked.
I'll give him the benefit
That's a
of the doubt.
major faux pas.
Well, I mean, now that he's saying it, I agree with him. I didn't get anything.
I figure, okay, a month, then 2 months, and then I go,
What'd you get
It
him?
ain't happening.
If I
I
may
gave
ask.
$500.
Wow.
And I forgot my check, so I had to go to an ATM. I had to have someone in the hotel. Gave me like
cash?
five $100 bills. Right?
Very nice.
Can't be cash.
Yeah.
Note.
I guess not. I guess if it's like, printed on currency.
Robin, you didn't get a thank you note
No.
either. What did you give him?
A foul.
Wow.
So we're up to 1,500. No thank yous.
I like the kind of wedding gift that without any sort of work, you could just hand the envelope directly to your Coke dealer and get Coke.
So, Artie, what'd you give him? I'm just curious. You give him money?
Yes, I gave him money, and
Must have been good. Maybe
you
there's
know
a
what?
minimum.
I bet I gave him $1,000. Because we had that big discussion on the air.
Right. And
But that
doesn't matter.
I figured mine was maybe too cheap, and maybe he figured, damn, he doesn't
That's
deserve it.
not right. That's a great gift.
I opened my big mouth again on the air, and then I got cornered into, I always overdo it at that situation. But, I mean, the $5 is a fantastic gift.
Yeah, here's an email you guys aren't going to believe. We'll get back to this as soon as Bubba's on the phone.
Cancel the guy at 7. We got to get to the faux pas Bubba made.
All of a sudden, it has become the etiquette
This is
show.
one you're not going to believe. That Bob Levy song was great. Hey,
Don't
Bubba.
you think you take a second take after the Mixter X line?
He thinks that's the way you pronounce it.
It's not going to get any better if he does a second take. Bubba.
Yes, buddy.
There's been, I brought up the fabulous note you sent me.
Ex-friend.
Yeah.
But beside that, we won't even get into that. The Bubba,
Yeah, straightening you out.
what is it called again?
Bubba Boot Camp.
Bubba Boot Camp. I like that. But Bubba, Fred then brought up that, he says, Bubba had to poke his face into this argument. He goes, well, do you tell him, Fred?
Yeah, I gave you $500 for your wedding. Guess who didn't get a thank you note? Or an email? Or a phone call?
Neither did
or
Robin
anything.
or Doug.
Neither did Robin, neither did Doug Goodstein.
Or Gary.
Or Gary. 4 people, dude. What's up?
Actually, we're working on the thank you notes as we speak, and I...
Sure you are.
No, hold on.
What happened to Bubba Boot Camp?
Now, hold on.
There's a breakdown.
Bubba, I'm almost positive I got one, though.
You better go to your own boot camp, man.
Heather and I had a discussion about that a couple of days ago. That's her responsibility.
Right.
Who's the man of the house?
And
Why don't you send her to boot camp?
That's what I'm saying.
and she
Been a breakdown.
She said...
Major faux pas, Bubba.
She said, God, you got nothing against buying you. I'll tell you that at all. You guys just fucking...
Hey, dude, you were the one who sent the email.
Opened your mouth.
The first shot, man.
You opened your mouth. This was our
You're the
fight.
redcoats.
She said that you have, according to her etiquette book, which, I probably have not read, is that you have 6 months to get your thank yous out.
You certainly got
And
one
you're
out to
taking
Howard
advantage
right
of
away.
every month.
He sent me an email.
You have 6 months to get your emails out. To get your thank yous out.
But you thanked Howard right away.
Yeah.
No, but not a formal one.
Well, let me just say, obviously, we're nothing.
Jackie,
You're everything. And that's why he's
that's
siding
pretty
with
accurate.
you in his silly argument
Absolutely.
about who should have been able to walk out of a dinner party early.
This is who should go. This is who shouldn't go.
At Bubba Boot Camp, you learn how to lather up your boss's ass.
Yeah, you got 6 months there.
Well,
It's Heather's fault.
get the off your nose, Bubba.
Fuck you, Rob. I can't wait to spin you out and put you in the fucking wall.
What was that?
What?
I said I can't wait to spin you out and put you in the fucking wall.
Mary, you're on with Bubba the Love Sponge. Go ahead, Mary.
Howard, what am I going to do with you? I just want to remind you, remember when Artie, you guys went to Bubba's wedding, and you came in that next Monday, and you said Artie left to go next door to watch a football game, and you said that was absolutely wrong.
Right. It was.
Remember that?
It was absolutely wrong.
Well,
He was there. He went next door. It wasn't like he went home ill or tired or like he'd had enough.
Tired is the better excuse.
I couldn't keep my eyes open.
Oh, stop it. Howard, you read a book in the car.
I left a 700-person event with the best man to go watch a game that I had a lot of money
You don't
on.
think that's rude?
I do, but what you did is rude, too. You're not admitting you were rude. I'll admit it.
I didn't go to watch football.
Artie was gone.
I went home to bed.
You left a dinner party with 8 people there, while food was being
There was
served.
16 people.
Artie, will you please come to Maine?
Yes, I'll be up there this afternoon.
Take him.
I would love to come to Maine.
Artie, I'd love to see you.
I love chicks. I love chicks
Bubba.
with your accent.
Bubba, you blew it on this one, man.
Hold on.
Fred got you.
You have no credibility, my friend.
Hold on.
None.
Don't weigh in here. And now he's getting
Now
his
he's dragging
troops in
poor
line.
Heather into it.
Well, it is Heather's fault.
Well, it's his fault, too.
Nah, the woman takes care of
pass
that.
the buck.
What's wrong?
Be a man.
Well, talk to Heather.
She sounds sexy right now.
You guys never sent Fred a thank you note or Robin or...
I haven't sent anyone from serious thank you notes because you guys are getting yours all together.
So how is it?
I think
I thought you guys were going to grieve me if someone got theirs before someone else.
Wait a minute. How is it then that Howard and Artie...
I got an email.
Bubba sent Howard an email.
So I guess it's not entirely Heather's job.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Bubba did the lather.
Had that not happened, then maybe I let her talk.
It's my job because I'm the one that's been doing them all, and it's the bride's responsibility, not the groom's.
Right. Now, how long are you going to wait?
I don't know. I've been doing them little by little. You guys just haven't gotten yours. Is that upsetting you? I'm sorry.
It's upsetting Fred.
I have no quarrel with Heather.
Yeah, you know what, Heather? You've been dragged in here because Bubba shot his mouth off.
Right. I have no quarrel with her. She's a nice lady.
What did he say that is upsetting?
Well, Bubba criticized the staff for picking on me for etiquette. So then Fred was prompted to say, you know, if Bubba's such an etiquette expert,
where's his thank you note?
Where's his thank you note?
Well, actually, what I was taught and raised about, and what I had already learned, is that the bride actually has a year, and I'm like, I'm not going to take that long because that's kind of irresponsible or whatever. So I was like, okay, 6 months, and I do them little by little because in the beginning I had the opportunity to do them as we got, different things. But then after the wedding, there was like such a barrage of stuff. I'm like, okay, I've got to do this little by little.
Well, here's an etiquette expert. It says the basic etiquette of thank you notes. There's such a simple concept. A thank you note is an expression of appreciation for a thoughtful act, expression, or gift.
Right.
But the potential for that the notes are never sent.
You can't not send them.
It says send your thank you notes as quickly as possible.
Right.
You can send them on informal stationery. You can,
You guys are so meticulous. You would give somebody for anything sometimes.
Notes should be sent. The notes should be sent within 3 months of receipt of gifts.
You're almost out of time.
It says,
I'm sticking by what I was taught.
Let's see that book.
That is out of time, right?
April 12th would have been the 3-month mark.
Oh.
Actually, Heather, what you're saying is, I think you're confusing one thing. That it is actually okay to send a couple a gift
a year after the wedding.
But the thank you notes should be sent immediately, according to this. In fact, it says it makes sense to send notes as soon as gifts are received.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that what I had always been told and taught is something that's not the case, and I'm sorry that you've been offended by that.
Not me, Fred.
Well, yes, we're all terribly offended, but Howard's fine.
I'm not offended by what Heather has done or has not done. It's the Bubba thing that's sticking in my craw.
No, but Heather should, make sure Bubba looks good in this.
That's her job to make Bubba look good, and Bubba looks terrible right now.
Right. I mean, Heather, what are you so busy with that you can't make thank you notes?
It's not that.
What is it?
Well, what was holding you up, my dear? What are you doing?
What, do you have a child?
It's just you guys haven't gotten yours because I knew that if I sent some, I've done them by, particular different things. And I'm like, okay, I've categorized them. And I'm like, if they don't get theirs all together, then there's going to be heat. And
all right, who was ahead of us?
It was something that was so bothersome.
Who was ahead of us? Who have you taken care of?
I believe they haven't gotten that at all.
No, that's not the case.
One note is going out.
I bet Manson and Hulk Hogan have their notes.
Hey, Spice Boy, throw those things in the fire.
Did you thank Hulk Hogan for that $4 bowl he gave you?
Has Dr. Diaco gotten his thank you note?
If we hook you up to the lie detector.
The lie detector.
The lie chair.
I really want you to come clean right now.
You know what? I will have yours to you today.
No. Heather.
You're exonerated.
Has anyone received a thank you note?
Yes.
Who?
You want me to go pull up my list?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I have to get my daughter ready to school, and I will have to...
You're doing a great tap dance here, Heather.
Let your daughter write the note.
Don't go to the daughter thing.
Listen, it's okay with me. Fred is offended.
Not by her.
Fred was hurt.
Oh, jeez. Well, the reason you're getting shit is because
because her husband threw her on the phone. Is why she's getting
because
shit.
your lesser half decided to open his mouth.
Bubba forgot to send a thank you note, but he remembered to send a note destroying all of us here.
Hey, Heather, that guy who married you, did he get anywhere with you yet?
The Reverend?
Yeah, he was in love with you.
No.
You guys haven't hooked up?
No. Walter is a wonderful person who is absolutely in love with his wife.
My favorite performers, Huey Lewis in the News.
He's a gregarious.
Is it true you used a 10-inch dildo on yourself?
What?
9.
A 9-inch.
I was trying to mix things up.
A 9-inch dildo.
Let me tell you something. You got the right idea, baby. Screw the thank you notes.
No.
If you're mixing things up, that's hot. You did that in front of Bubba?
She's busy.
In the car, yeah.
In the car, a 9-incher.
Boy, I can see why he married you.
You can't write a thank you note while doing that?
Well, there's a way to distract. Who wrote you that note, Bubba?
Let me understand something. When you say you did that in the car, you and Bubba were driving where?
We had just come back from dinner.
Well, you're a sexy girl.
And you pulled out the 9-inch. Where'd you keep it?
Hold on a second. What were you wearing to dinner that night?
I had jeans and a vest on.
She's hot. You were wearing a vest? What did he say?
He said you guys are some sick fucks.
Yeah, like he did.
You did this. We did.
Who bought the dildo?
So you were wearing like a little vest, like no bra?
Yeah.
With the big boobs?
Yeah.
Your skinny tan body?
Well, and I'll tell you because, I'd always heard, well, when you get married, then the sex drops off and this and this and that. And I was like, I don't want that to happen because that's something that's really awesome in our relationship. And so I tried to be, spontaneous, and I'm always trying to think of new things.
So where did you hide a 9-inch?
Huh?
How did you hid it in the car somewhere?
No, I had it in my purse.
And did you tell Bubba at dinner that you were going to do it to yourself on the way home?
No.
No, you just took it out.
Anything. I just took a moment when there was a little bit of quietness, and I thought, I've got this in my purse.
So you're sitting there in the car, and what do? You remove your pants and your panties?
And I started...
And did you keep the vest on, or did you get completely nude?
No, I took everything off. I was buck naked with my shoes on in the car.
And other cars drive by, can they see in?
I guess if they were looking.
You mean in other words?
It's nighttime. I don't really.
We got tinted windows.
We have tinted windows on the car, so.
And then what do? Do you put your feet up on the dashboard?
Mm-hmm.
And you spread your legs completely akimbo?
Yes.
Akimbo? So you're completely spread open, nude. And you started putting a 9-inch dildo inside yourself.
I was trying to, entice him and mix it up a little bit.
Don't explain. It's fine. I'm just trying to understand.
Well, everyone else seems to think it's some strange thing. And I'm
don't.
We're married. I'm allowed to do these things.
Can I tell you something? Every woman listening, you talk about etiquette. That's the right thing to do, because I got to tell you something.
She may not be able to get a note out.
No. Well, she got that dildo in.
Gives a rat's ass about her note.
Dildo out.
And so what did you do? You just put it inside and you started thrusting in and out with the dildo?
Well, I was already worked up through dinner a little bit just because he's been doing a lot and really tired and this and this and that. And so lately, when I've tried to talk to him and tried to, tell him, hey, let's have sex, let's do this. He's like, oh, gosh, I'm so tired. And this.
Yeah, he keeps saying that on the air, as a matter of fact, that he'll send Heather to bed after she's initiated, or said she's wanted to get it on. He'll stay up a couple of hours later, and she'll be asleep by the time he gets to bed.
Baby, I bang you silly.
On his computer till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's doing stuff and emailing people. And
too much work.
Emailing.
He's not emailing Fred.
Yeah, he's answering those crazy Stern Fan Network people.
Yeah, he's on the Stern Fan Network preparing for the Bubba dress.
I can't talk to you right now, Heather. I'm on the phone with One-Eyed Pete.
Yeah, I'm talking to Balloon Knot.
Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, I tell you.
I'm talking to 𝗪𝗪.
If you were my wife, my new wife, man, boy, oh boy, I'd do hard every night.
sushi at all?
I sure do.
Okay, my new favorite thing when we eat sushi is to have this drink, and it's half plum wine and half cold sake, and it is so good. And I probably had a couple of those more than I should have at dinner, and so I was all kind of like horny and worked up and all this kind of stuff. And so I had it in my purse because, I don't know, I thought, well, I'll just be crazy, you know. And then when we got back in the car, I was like, okay, it's time.
Did you leave your shoes on, or did you take those off,
No,
too?
I left my shoes on.
Oh, you're some girl. You're a prize.
I love shoes, so.
Oh, that's hot. So your feet were up on the dashboard, but you were in the shoes?
Yeah.
And he didn't take
And I
you...
reclined the seat.
Did he feel when you got home?
He didn't pull over?
No, he didn't pull over.
What a homo.
He told me because I was trying to give him oral sex in the car, and he was like, leave me alone, I'm driving.
What?
Oh, my God.
You know, this is not working out well for Bubba. He's defending you, and you're now calling him a homo.
I gotta say, the woman wants
I
it.
can understand that. I don't want to be pulled over and be like naked with a 9-inch dildo in my puss.
But she's got the
Like,
tightest...
police officer, why we got
She's got the tightest little body, this girl. I mean, this is a girl who's built for sex. I mean, she's got the big, giant jugs.
Yeah, Bubba's very proud. He's always showing her pictures off and everything, but he won't screw her.
Maybe I'll go over there and see it in front of him. Like this movie I watched.
Well, one, I'm not asking for that.
Yeah, believe me, you don't have to ask. I'm volunteering.
Okay.
I'd bang you right in front of him. Maybe that'll turn him on. Maybe he needs to see a guy.
Yeah, Bubba, you love Howard so much.
Let me tell you,
I'm sorry to cut this off. I got to give the phone back to Bubba because I got to get the kids up.
Later, baby.
Okay, bye.
Boy, you guys have made my whole life wonderful.
Hey, after I bang your wife, I want a thank you note from her.
Thank you nut is what you're going to get.
What a bunch of cocksuckers. You call me up at 6:30 in the morning. Turn into a bunch of little pussies. Deal, and then you single-handedly destroy me like a bunch of...
You don't... man, what's with you now?
Well, what do you mean? I was tired, and she's going crazy in the car.
Rattler all
Settle
about?
down.
You know, we shoved it up your ass. Now we're coming back for the reshove.
Look, Bubba, I listened to the show. That's not the first time you've turned her down. I've heard you say that 2 or 3 times. You stay up working, and then she's asleep by the time you get to bed, and you miss it.
She's a wife.
I'm trying to gear up for that big French kiss I'm going to give you when I
He'll have no problem doing that.
That's right. He'll get it up for me.
No, I mean, lately she just wants to all the time. I know Artie's going to give me the wham, so I'm giving him the big matzo ball to wham me out. But lately she just wants to crazy, and I'm just like, we a couple nights ago, and I thought I did pretty good, and then I go to my little counter and start taking some of my creams and what have not, and she's over there dildoing herself again, and what? Seriously, you need to chill out a little bit.
Time for mommy to come.
I got to tell you, you know, the thought of her, because she's smoking hot.
She's really sexy, man.
The thought of her in her shoes, and they're up on the dashboard, and her legs are spread, and she's naked in the car, man. Boy, that
looks like a Playboy centerfold.
That sounds good to me, man.
It was pretty. I mean, thinking about it now, I shouldn't have been such a prick, you know. But I don't know. I really blew that
Stop
one.
bothering me. I'm driving.
I mean, when a woman goes to that depth to, you know, entice you and to please you, that's just the ultimate love.
A couple nights ago, I was on the computer. It was about 12, and she come walking in my office, and she had this brand new little Fredericks of Hollywood pink bustier with some crotchless panties on and some, like, I don't know, rose-colored meat pumps. And she goes, "Look." I go, "Hold on a second." And
hold on. What are you busy with?
He's in mid-sentence.
Are you on that?
Hold on, I got to save what I'm doing. And so I saved it, and she said, it was probably about a minute, literally. And she goes, "Well, you really blew this spontaneity there." And she opened up this robe, this little pink robe that she had on. She had all this, she was all gimmicked up. I was like, "Wow, that's pretty cool." She goes, "Well, come back to the room, and I go, "Okay." Well, I I think I stayed on the computer too long, came back, she was passed out.
Yeah, this is what he's doing.
And by the way, I mean, I don't know a disc jockey in this country, a radio personality in this country that's doing anything important on his computer.
No.
I mean, I can't imagine. Bubba's on there with that Stern Fan
It's
Network.
not like he's Bill Gates.
Talking to that bunghole guy. What's that guy's name? Bunghole Bob, I think.
I don't even know who Bunghole Bob is. Apparently, I don't get on Stern Fan Network and talk back. I just read this shit, but I don't talk back because I don't know. I don't want to talk back.
Well, then who are you emailing?
Who are you busy with?
I was actually at that point going through merchandise. ordering new shit, and transferring money from A to B, robbing Peter to pay Paul. You know, kid.
Do you have a bigger thread than Eric the Midget on there?
I don't know.
He knows.
How many friends?
Bubba will call him and go, listen, this show's very popular. I got a bigger thread than Eric the Midget.
I'm going to go beat Heather, though, for not getting the thank you card out, because when Fred Norris busts my ass, there's problems.
I know. Hey, Ralph's on the phone. What is it, Ralph?
I didn't get a thank you note either, number one.
Well, first of all, Ralph, you didn't show up until you didn't even RSVP, you cocksucker. You said, yeah, you tried to big time me and say, well, I may go, but I may not. Then you come up wearing a Danny outfit from the 70s Solid Gold show.
No, you're confused. You're supposed to have sent me a thank you note. And what is Bubba Boot Camp? Do you learn to ignore a hot chick there?
Yeah.
Because you become gay? Well,
you get debold.
You don't need to go to Bubba Boot Camp, because believe me, you ignored chicks enough, you homo.
You know what? Let me down there. I'll take care of her.
Let me tell you something.
Just like you took care of Akira when she was rubbing your cock at Scores.
Let me tell you something. Ralph, you should tell the wedding, so we can't tell who it is, Ralph.
He did something at Bubba's wedding?
No, not at the Bubba's wedding. Remember, you know what wedding I'm talking about? Where you rub the chick's titties with the ice cubes?
Whoa. Oh. Yeah, we can't talk about that.
All right.
No, we can't talk about that.
No, I'm not going to say who the people are.
Yeah.
Forget it.
It was the day after the wedding.
You actually got close to a girl?
Yeah.
You did.
How many weddings has he been to?
Well,
you should come to Ralph Boot Camp. I'll teach you how to your wife.
I'll be fucking boys. Am I getting on?
Ralph Boot Camp is great. You don't have to show up.
It's a correspondence course.
Ralph Boot Camp is really at Sam Simon's house.
Yeah, it's a luxury boot camp.
That's great. You have a good time.
Yeah, you mooch off somebody else for another 2 weeks. Motherfucker.
All right, Bubba, get those thank you notes in the mail.
Yeah, believe I'm gonna go Heather and write thank you notes right now, motherfucker.
There you go.
Look, Heather, while you're writing the notes.
We got you in line.
Multitask.
And let's listen to Bubba this afternoon.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, take care.
All right, take care.
That really is bad, especially people who travel, like, out of state.
Right. All right. See you later.
What's he talking about?
I know we traveled all the way to the wedding.
Oh, the thank you note thing.
You know, I'm thinking I read an email, too. He must have emailed Ted, and I definitely read something where he said thank you to me. But it might have been an email as well.
Well, I don't think I've read anything. And what's he thanking you for? He was so pissed that Brent left.
Because I ain't nothing but a dirty. They won't make you rich, but they surely get broke. I can't fool around, man. This ain't no joke. I need some indoor smoke to clear my thoughts. And a couple of girls, because I'm ready to my gun for fun. It's Bubba the Love Sponge. Say what you want, but I get the job done. Running game on a horse and cracking 40s with my
Remember that?
He had thanked me for buying an enormous suit.
By the way, he really...
But it might have been an email as well.
Well, I don't think I've read anything.
He had thanked me for buying an enormous suit.
By the way, he really was pissed that Brent left the wedding.
Of course.
Hey.
Which is just like you getting up and leaving Gary's dinner.
Not the same.
Yes,
I went home. I didn't go across the street to a party. I didn't go to
left.
Gary's neighbor's house for a party.
You left.
No, it's completely different.
It's not different.
I didn't leave to go to another party.
He wasn't upset that Brent went across the street. He was upset that Brent left.
No, he was upset that Brent went across the street. He absolutely
Oh, it
was
matters
upset.
where you go.
To defend
I
himself,
think so, yeah.
Howard's going to bring up rude things we did in the 8th grade at this point.
That's right. He's going back to the 1800s.
I have no need to
If he has
defend
to.
myself. I read the email and I took my beating, but
You're not going to apologize, though.
No, I'm
Never
not.
going to apologize.
Never.
Never let him see you sweat.
That's right. Let's go to Bobo, who wants to say good morning. Good morning, Bobo.
Howard, I think you got to get Beth on the phone. Let's get to the bottom of this, because there's a lot of ill feelings on the wrap-up show. And Mary Stelbate said she got a different vibe from Beth, that like she didn't want
What does he say? What is he kind of funny as everyone
Where's he calling from today? Underwater?
I'm like, what?
I'm in a Shark Tank.
He's using his toupee phone.
Just so you know, I just called Beth and I got the voicemail, so I left her a message.
Oh.
Yeah, and tell her to call you back.
Yeah, I did. Yesterday I didn't want to bother, but I left her the message today.
All right. Let's go to Greg. Greg, you're on the air.
Good morning, Howard. How are you?
Good morning.
Howard, I just got you back on the airways in Toronto, Ontario again, and
Of his audio.
His audio. We don't want to see him on video. Yeah, Beth's on the phone. Hi, hon.
Hi.
Everybody's so anxious to hear you weigh in about the night at Gary and Mary's. We had a lovely time, and I called the next morning to thank him.
It was lovely.
Yeah. And what is it you guys specifically want to know?
Well, and Mary got the impression that you were being dragged out against your will.
That's the story of my life. I'm always dragged out.
Were you really... hey, wait, let's be honest.
Well, all right.
Did you not turn to me in the car and say, that's why I love you and I wanted to go home?
I said, you know why I love you is that you are able to leave a party like that in the middle of a party and people don't say anything. It's almost like you're God and you leave the party and people accept it.
Thank you, Beth.
That was not what he was saying.
No,
We
you
get it.
said you love me because you wanted to get out too.
Honey?
He's the savior.
Tell the truth. You were tired.
The truth. I thought it was... I didn't
a lie.
think twice about it. I mean, I thought it was rude as we were leaving.
See?
Of course.
What we do. That's what, I look over next to you, and believe me, people should be glad that you know when it's time to leave, or else you're miserable and you bring everything down. So it was appropriate that you left, because you were so exhausted. Your eyes were rolling to the back of your head, and I'm like, I know that look. And I just looked at you, and you go, I have to leave. And that's when we left.
And weren't you happy to leave, though?
Because I knew that I would have to keep you awake and worry about you, but I was actually having a really great conversation with Gary and Mary, and I could have definitely stayed longer.
Are you telling the truth that you weren't sort of ready to go? You had kind of been talked down?
Beating her.
Because I didn't get this impression.
She just said what she was thinking.
To go in regards to you. I know that it's time for us to go when you're fading.
Oh.
That's the truth.
All right, well, then I stand corrected. I thought you wanted to go as well.
It had nothing. It never has anything to do with me. It's always but it's fine. It's what you were ready to go.
She had a boyfriend who used to keep her things way too long, and she was miserable in that relationship.
But honey, leaving a party at 10 o'clock is different than staying out till 4 in the morning.
There's a happy medium.
See, yeah, he's missing the whole thing.
No, I'm not missing
Artie
it.
has been saying this to you since the day of the party.
But I have to say Howard was correct in leaving at that time for his sake and everyone else's sake, or he would have just been a nightmare and miserable.
He couldn't last, what is he, a baby? He couldn't last 15 minutes more?
Well, he was exhausted all day. He was up the night before worrying about this stupid chess tournament.
See, that's the thing. He's not sleeping because he's worried about chess.
I
have a life.
I have a life. You have no life.
You see, I'm glad Beth called to defend herself because you were making it sound like... I mean, Beth would never be that rude as to say, God, I want to leave.
And Artie said, I know Beth, and this does not sound like Beth.
Gee, I was worried about a chess tournament, and you were worried about Monday's show that you had a tickle in your throat.
What do you mean? Monday's show is not something to worry about?
You're full of shit.
You can say I'm full of all you want.
You're just
but
full of
the
it.
truth is That's
You
what was
weren't worried
going
about
on for
anything.
me.
No.
You made up a whole
I was
lie.
worried about Monday. I didn't make up a lie.
You made up a whole lie that Beth was ready to go. And
No,
she
I didn't
was
say
not.
that.
You took her by the hair and dragged her out.
I said that she was happy to go as well.
Yes, because she knew you'd be miserable and she'd have to worry about
I
you.
never heard that before.
Honey, I'm happy to go wherever you are. That's the bottom line.
I didn't realize I was dragging you. Actually, you know what? There's going to be a change made now.
No.
That's
Now
lucky.
Stop that.
The change is going to be...
We're teasing you.
You're going to see how long I stay at things, and we'll see who drags who out.
Here you go, going to extremes
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Mad at me for being honest about my feelings here?
Howard, she's not saying she was happy. She was happy.
She was happy to go. She went to sleep in the car. She was so exhausted. Yes, she did.
You were reading that chess book, and I was sitting there looking out the window.
She was bored with you. Is what you
Why didn't you put a 9-inch dildo like Heather? Did you hear
because
that?
you have a driver. Bubba's doing the driving.
Well, so what?
Get your head out of Bubba's situation's more dangerous.
You got to hear this, honey.
What?
Heather, hon?
Yeah.
Heather was in the car the other night with Bubba.
Yeah.
She took off all her clothes and took a 9-inch dildo.
Wow, that's impressive.
Played with herself in front of him
Wow.
to turn him on.
She was carrying the dildo in her purse.
Is this a hint?
Yeah, I think that's kind of hot that like she's mixing it up.
Oh, this is mean.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I thought that was kind of hot.
Well, you know you're being rude again.
Good for Bubba. That's wonderful.
Could you imagine if Beth did that? I'd probably throw her out of the car. I'd be so
What are you
scared.
doing?
You wouldn't look up in your chess book, I guarantee.
I know. I'd be like, what are you doing?
I'm reading my chess book. Now stop it.
It's true. I'd actually be like, uh-oh.
You know,
I think there's something wrong with
People
her.
grow older, you get more sophisticated. I mean, I think it's just evolution. I think it's,
Well, hey, I'm sorry if I dragged you out.
You owe her an apology. Stop
can I
it.
make this clear? I am happy where you are. If it's
Okay.
time for you to leave, I want to be with you.
Okay.
I'm not being dragged out. It's what you do when you go to parties. There's a point where you just fade completely, and that is the point that I know that it's time for you to leave, and I just want to be with you. So if we have to leave, I have to leave a wonderful party. It's what my life is.
But
and that's okay.
admit you were not too thrilled with the meat course, and we were like, well, let's...
I told you left because of that meat.
Not me. I left for Beth.
I was looking forward to Mary's desserts, and Mary saw you stand up and see us about to leave, so she ran to the kitchen and packed. I felt bad about that, too. I mean, we disrupted her sitting there.
Right.
Was he yelling for you to hurry up?
Oh, yeah. I was ready to go. I tried to say my goodbyes, and then I'm sitting in the car worried about who I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to.
No, because Beth was being rude by keeping Mary tied up in the kitchen.
Oh, God.
I was concerned.
You are too funny.
I wanted to get out. I wanted to make a quick getaway.
Boy, you're good.
See, I'm glad Beth did it because, it sends the wrong
Beth is
message
rude.
to Gary and Mary. You made it sound like Beth was like, oh, thank God you made me leave that party.
I never
when it's
said
not
that.
the case.
Well, Mary said she knew that was not the case.
Hey.
Yeah, no, it was very obvious that I was trying to prolong my stay.
All right.
And
I
Howard's
didn't pick up
bellowing
on
at the front
that.
door.
All you had to say to me is, I want to stay a little longer. I would have been there.
Honey, I was not going to stay. The state that you were in would not have been fun for me to sit there and worry about you and how you were exhausted.
Yeah, I was. If I sat in that chair another 5 minutes, I was going to hang myself.
He wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning. He runs 6 miles. He's on the phone with his kids. He's dealing with this and that, everything. The guy's exhausted every single
Yeah, but he could take a nap when he's, instead of looking at that chess
I took a
board.
nap.
You were up from like 2 thinking about a chess tournament.
No.
He was. That's true, too.
That's true.
On top of everything.
I mean, sorry. I was.
See, so but Beth's in a position where she wants to please everybody there, and that's the type of person she is. So she's trying to please you by leaving. She's trying to please Mary by making sure it's not rude that they're leaving.
She's trying to say goodbye to everybody.
I guess I was wrong to leave early. What can I say? I have to admit it.
I have to say that for Howard to actually get in the car, travel to this party was in itself like a victory. I mean, for me, I couldn't even believe we were actually going to go and do this because it takes so much out of him to actually...
Oh, please. Beth was saying to me before the party, gee, I wish we were just going to dinner, the two of us.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
You see, he throws everybody under the bus, Beth. It's just terrible. It's just
She's
terrible.
making it sound like I'm the dick. I was like, this is going to... And I had to give her a lecture. I said, this is going to be fun. We're going to have a good time.
You're too funny.
Am I right or am I wrong?
On you.
Beth, no one believes it.
Swear on Jesus' life. Swear on Jesus' life if I'm lying.
Honey, you are lying.
Oh, I swear on Jesus'
God
life.
help us, Jesus. God and baby Jesus help us.
Jesus is...
She wasn't looking forward to it either.
Oh, my goodness.
How is that supposed to make Gary feel?
I was looking forward to it.
This is how rude he is. Now he's compounding his rude.
He's got no credibility left. He's insulted Fred. For something he did 12 years ago, he's insulted Artie, Robin, my wife,
Yeah, we've all
the
been
Pope, anybody who was on the road.
There was room on. We didn't think there was room under the bus for one person to be thrown, but it turns out it was.
Was he thin enough? When he threw Mary under the bus, we thought that was the height. Now he's throwing Beth.
Mary was wrong. Mary should never have gotten up and given Beth dessert. She should stay with her guests.
He said Mary was wrong for getting up to give you dessert.
Honey, I love you. I miss you.
I miss you too. Well, now I have to ask you. My parents want to have an engagement party for us in Pittsburgh with family. Would you take that trip, or are you going to leave early?
First of all,
there's no way he's going.
That's too far for me to go.
Really, that was all lip service. They're not really doing that.
No, they're for real.
Well, who do we know in Pittsburgh?
Well, that's why they want
her family.
Yeah, they want you to get to know the family.
Wait a second.
Manny Sangian?
Honey, what are you saying? What kind of party?
My sweet pea, whom you've never met, and my uncles. They
I
want
would
to
go.
come to Pittsburgh, and
Can we leave early?
Plan it. He just said he would go.
Your dad is a man's man. He doesn't want to have any engagement party.
he asked me last night. He was serious.
He doesn't want it.
He feels like he's supposed to be doing something. I think.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Tell him it's okay.
But let him do something if he wants to do
He
something.
doesn't want. He's getting pressured into it.
Stop it.
I know the whole story. You don't know the backstory.
All right.
Her old man doesn't want to be having any engagement party.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
I miss you. I'm coming back today.
Yeah, hurry up. You know?
If her dad calls you and tells you he wants to do it, will you do it?
He doesn't have my number.
I bet you're still in the Berg.
I'm in Pittsburgh. It's so beautiful here. I love it here.
You do?
Well, what part of Pittsburgh is that? I got to go see it.
Pittsburgh is an underrated city. The bridges. I love Pittsburgh.
I want to go to Pittsburgh, actually. I want to see where
I
Beth lives.
spend a lot of time in Pittsburgh. Some of my best friends are there.
June 29th, I'm at Heinz Hall.
I want to see.
I like Pittsburgh.
I want to see where she grew up and all that stuff. So
it's a cool town.
I
Cool working class. Big Howard Stern town too, man.
It was just voted most livable city.
Really?
Yeah, you know, you'd be surprised. Like, when I lived in Hartford, I had some of the best times there. It was such a nice lifestyle, quiet and calm. I liked it. I mean, everyone thinks, like, you know, oh, Manhattan. I live in Manhattan because I work here.
Manhattan is a jungle.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd live here.
Well, I mean, Manhattan's so much fun.
No, but it's
Not for me.
difficult. It's difficult. When we lived in Washington, I thought that was the most livable city.
Really?
I agree. That was fun. Yeah, great town.
Well, any East Coast sort of sports-oriented working-class town, and Pittsburgh's the epitome of that, you know.
Completely, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Pittsburgh gets a bad rap because it's Pittsburgh, but...
The steel mills and everything, those are gone.
They've been through some tough times there.
It's beautiful now. It's beautiful.
Look, her dad could have lived anywhere. He's a medical doctor. You know, I mean, he could have, he's a dentist.
I thought he was a dentist.
Well, no, he's not a dentist.
Oral surgeon.
Oral surgeon, okay.
Yeah, he's better than a dentist.
Well, there's no... Why do you have to qualify?
I wouldn't be marrying a girl whose father is a dentist. Has to be an oral surgeon.
No dentist is good enough for
And
me.
I'll tell you, PNC Park, I went to the All-Star game last year. That's one of the best stadiums on earth to
I
see a
haven't been there
game.
yet, but supposedly it's so beautiful.
Oh, you gotta go. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, didn't you and John Hines spend a wonderful afternoon there?
Me and John shoved a lot of food down our fat faces, though.
Any dudes on you while you were down there?
No, I've just been with my mom and dad, and I did that interview with Sally Wiggin from the news. She's doing a story on me, so it's just been work and family.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I miss you. I can't wait to see you.
Yeah, me too. I'm very, very...
Can't wait to leave at dinner with you early again.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to try and book some dinners this weekend where we can leave early. You want to know something, though?
What?
This is so consistent with us because we go out to dinner on the weekends and we make like a 7 o'clock reservation because we want to eat early. And then by 6 o'clock we go and we're in bed by 8 o'clock.
You know what, I knew we were in trouble at Gary's when you started drinking as soon as we got there. And you
Honestly,
drank the wine like it was water.
That's what did me in.
Well, yeah, but you're the master of, moderation, and then you blew it.
Honestly, you want to know what happens?
What?
It was a cocktail hour, and they were serving a lot of hors d'oeuvres, and it was nice stuff.
Drinking, eating.
Well, what I did was I kind of didn't want to eat too many hors d'oeuvres because I knew this big dinner was coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I started drinking the wine, but I'm hungry, and I start to drink
To
fill
not
up.
eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your mistake.
I invited Ralph. I got so sleepy from it.
See, then if you have your big meal while you're drunk, after that,
And then I kept drinking during the day because they had all these wines. The wine guy was coming on. So I fucked up. I mean, I guess. I just got really super tired, but...
Well, when one of us has...
Well, I hope you learned a lesson here.
No.
Things will never change, Robin.
It's never going to change. You want to have me to your house for dinner, have me at 5 o'clock.
I know how to have you to dinner. I have you at noon.
I never left your house. You can do it right.
I know.
Robin, who were the first couple to leave our engagement party?
You were.
Right.
Right. We left our own party
But
early.
that was fine. That was fine. You did that right because everything was done, and your leaving allowed other people to do their leaving in a, casual manner.
But that's just how it is.
I know and he sneaks out. He's always the first to go.
When someone here in the main group has something going on, you guys are always supportive. Like, I felt, like, for the Beer League premiere, you were going from the very beginning. You're very supportive in that manner. And, I tend to feel guilty because that red carpet is a nightmare for you, but you did it, and that's great,
I'm not a dick.
No, I know. You're very supportive.
I stayed at your after party.
They were very gracious to Adam the other night. They walked the red carpet.
Right. Great guy.
For everything.
People don't know that
Talk to everybody.
I'm getting a bad rap.
But you know what's funny? It's Wednesday morning.
It's just a dinner party.
It's Wednesday morning, and what you just said is all anybody wanted to hear.
Hugh Gavin. Asshole.
What you just said was right on the money. You're like,
out of here.
You drank, you got tired.
I said that all along. I was tired.
You were nasty and said he was wrong and Artie was wrong.
No, Artie was wrong.
Fred's wrong. Mary's wrong.
Fred's wrong. Jesus is wrong. I'm changing off that.
You need a bench coach.
Mary was wrong. She shouldn't have gotten up from our table. She's rude to her guests. And Artie was rude to show up late.
I apologize emphatically for that.
Artie showed up during the cocktail hour.
No, he showed up at 8 o'clock. That's why dinner was late. And you were upset dinner was late, too, honey.
I hate to say, technically, he did show up during...
He did. He got there 5
Yeah,
minutes.
but they pushed the dinner back because of
then
Artie.
pushed the whole dinner
That's true.
back.
I totally admit that.
Who's
In
wrong?
hindsight, I should have begged you to give me the tour after the dinner, but...
That's true, Artie. You didn't make the tour.
I told you, I'm not wrong.
The tour had nothing to do with it because I had already pushed the dinner back. So
All right, no one cares anymore.
It should have started at 8, and Artie could have toured after dessert.
But to Artie's tour, I had pushed the dinner back to 8:15, so we had time.
Gary, it was perfect. The
Thank
whole
you.
evening was delightful.
It was great.
And just state-of-the-art, beautiful, wonderful. And
It was.
thank you.
It was great to have you guys there, and I can't wait to do it again.
I would be right there.
Afternoon. Have an afternoon party.
I got to say one thing. Can we get that shock chair back for Gary?
I would be there in a minute. I enjoyed myself.
He will be there for
30 seconds.
I will be there for a minute. That's right.
Can you have the barbecue along Howard's jogging route?
If I hadn't drank, I would have been a lot better off.
Yeah, I understand.
But I was enjoying myself.
I've been
know.
there. I've been
Big deal. I didn't know it was a federal offense.
I'm shocked that this escalated into something like this because that is what you do every single event or party.
Right. Of course.
But you haven't heard. The only reason it escalated is because Howard just lashed out at everyone.
He attacked everyone.
saying that he was right and everyone else was wrong.
I am right. I still admit it.
The agenda we have in Sirius, it's hard to let any subject go. It
That's
lingers.
right. We have to hang.
Artie talked about how, we talk about it on this show, then we go to the wrap-up show, the Superfan Roundtable.
Right, Superfan Roundtable, what's that going to be about? All that,
what can they talk
It's all
about
nonsense. All right.
What I love is that you guys got me on the phone, and this still has not changed one thing from his end.
I know.
But they did get to hear your end, which was, I think, a little bit of a lie.
No, you made a dent in it, a little bit of a lie.
A white lie, but I'll let her have it. I love her very much, if that's what she needs to do. But she's right. She would have hung in there, I'm sure, longer, but she was happy to go.
Nobody was trying to keep you out till 4 in the morning, Howard.
Well, whatever. So I guess I'm bad.
You're not bad.
No one's saying that either.
You're not a bad person.
You just did a bad thing.
Right. I'm not a bad person.
But at least I must apologize to everyone individually.
I'm a good person who did a bad thing.
You should apologize to Al Sharpton for leaving Gary.
Would you go on the Al Sharpton show?
Hey,
now,
what?
We probably should break soon because I think Tobey Maguire's on his way up.
Okay.
But I do have one thing for you to play on that Nick Manning thing, with the Cubs thing. We found the clip of Harry Carey saying God wanted them to win.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hey, honey, I'll let you go. Okay, I love
Bye,
you.
Beth.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Beth.
I love her very much.
We all love her.
Yes. And
You got
should.
a good catch there, brother.
Yes.
But you shouldn't lie on her. We knew.
Where's the Harry Carey thing, quickly?
It's on Gary.
Started off with Benji being late. Hopefully we'll get him in here and see how he's holding up. And Howard went right into the party argument and totally deflected on Artie and Robin, and we'll talk about that. Plus, Sour Shoes had a few minutes on, did a nice job. Go to the phones. Let's talk to Jay in Santa Cruz. Jay, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Thanks, guys. You guys are great.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say real quick how everybody kind of skipped over, and especially Howard, how he kept reflecting on everybody else that movie made at Gary's house. Guy was, going off about how everybody was late and this and that, and he just needs to apologize and get over it. I feel sorry for Gary.
Yeah, I think so. He just jumped topics for a second, but I think what he's going at is Howard really did. He just viciously lashed out at everybody.
He deflected to Artie, Robin, you,
Fred,
your wife.
No, Fred and my wife.
Fred.
my wife was the topper on it.
Yeah.
Like, he yelled at Fred for something that happened at the Rainbow Room, in 91.
Ralph, that's right. But I think Artie got the most heat because Artie reacted the strongest to the deflection. I mean, Artie sounded genuinely ticked when Howard finally said, you know what? Your lateness is the reason why this all went down.
Me and Howard were just talking about how every argument gets dragged out on the show since we came to Sirius because a million shows analyze it, and now the Superfan Roundtable will probably talk about it, and the website, and blah, 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 and the news department. But, we should probably drop this because it got to a point to where Howard clearly is not backing off on this, and it's going to get uglier and uglier every day. He's unbelievably wrong on this issue. He's not going to admit that, so I think we have to move on.
It's funny because Artie told him he thought he was wrong. Robin told him he thought he was wrong. Fred told me he thought he was wrong, and the email overwhelmingly agrees with that. And it's like funny, like we were joking around, like if Howard just said, yeah, you know what, I'm wrong, what are you going to do? It'd be over. But it's funnier, I guess it's like when he yells at me and I just continue to fight with him, it's the same thing. Like he continues to say that he's right, and he'll mow down anybody that gets in his way.
Ian in Albany, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, good morning, great show. I got two things. Artie, man, I'm a huge fan. I want to know when you're coming back up to Albany again.
You know, that Egg Theater is one of the best theaters in the country. I haven't been there in a few years. You know what? I can promise you, within a few months, I'll be up there again.
Oh, man, you got to let me know when you're going up there. I want to be right in the front row for that.
All right.
And number 2, I just want to say Bigfoot and Sour Shoes are gold on that show, man. Those
Agreed.
guys are great.
Yeah. For different reasons.
You know, it's funny, Jason and I were talking today about, like, when Sour Shoes first started calling in the show, like, 4 years ago, Howard would, like, hang up on him before he could even get a word in.
Right.
And you were trying to sell him so hard. You're like, you got to have this guy on the show. He's great. He's great. And it's only now that he's finally started to, you know, warm up to it.
There's some people who just found their place here. Like Sour Shoes, I don't think... we barely talked to him at K-Rock, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, he used to sit down in the lobby every day.
But it's funny because Sour Shoes would call, and I would entertain his lunacy for, like 20 minutes every Friday. We'd play a game of Stump the Buoy. And then the interns, he really sort of developed this relationship. All the interns always like him. And inevitably, during the semester, the cute intern will always come to me and she'll go, what does this Sour Shoes look like? Because, he seems like a really nice guy when you're talking. Like, I don't know, he's charming on some odd level.
Riley definitely hit more of a stride here versus on terrestrial.
And Alice we always love, but Alice here is gold.
Let's talk to Derek in New Hampshire. Hey, Derek, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's happening? I just had a quick question. I was wondering if you had ever gone into Bigfoot's rap sheet and exactly what he had gone to jail for and whatnot.
Hey, Ralph, did you expect your call today to go as it went?
What do you... Oh, you mean Howard being... Yeah, well, I didn't hear... How bad did I get railed on?
Pretty good. He said sort of like, I think the words were something like, hey, I've been pretty good to him. Who's nicer to him than me?
Oh, yeah, no Christmas bonus next year.
Right, that was a biggie.
I'm not getting $50,000 next year.
No, 50 grand next year.
No, come on, listen, Howard. I was just trying to give you guys a good clip to play on the air today, but come on, I don't know how he doesn't see that was wrong and just admit to it and be done with it. Like Artie said, it's just going to go on forever. But I just thought it was a terrible thing to do. And then to try and say like I did, again, if anybody else did anything like that at a party that Beth threw or that Howard threw, it would be a hanging offense. You would just be killed.
Right, we were talking about some of the things that Howard said over the years, like Robin had a party for Fred, and Scott DePace didn't come because the weather got bad, and Howard called him an animal. Only an animal would not show up to a party like that.
I once talked to John about this. What do you think Howard would attend? Like if Scott Salem had a party, a going-away party for his kid, a big one, would Howard attend?
No.
Depends where it is, by the way, too. That's important.
If I had,
I don't think he'd go to that one if it was in his lobby.
No.
my son's communion. No. Would Howard attend?
No.
Would Howard attend anything that I threw? Anything?
No. He might, but I don't think he's
your
funeral.
I was saying I'm putting my wedding stuff together. I think he would come to my wedding if it was in New York.
Right.
I think there's no chance he's going to come to it if it's outside New York.
That's right.
Well, it also depends on what time, what day,
right?
And how much time.
I got one. How about let's say, for example, John Hines' daughter's bat mitzvah. Do you think Howard would attend? What do you think, Gary?
I don't think he would attend, but I think he would want to attend. But again, unless it's 2 blocks away.
No.
He's not going to John's bat mitzvah.
Hey, by the way, I want to give a heads up. I think at Howard 100 News they got a hold of my chef, and they're interviewing him at Howard 100 News. So keep an ear open for that.
Stay tuned for the news.
It should be least offended of all.
Hang up on Ralph, will you, please?
All right, thanks, Ralph. Appreciate the call as always. Thank you, Richard. Sal, quick plug. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend came in and they're swingers, and how she wants to fuck a guy and he's not into that. And then JD came in and discussed whether he'd be into that. We covered a wide array of subjects, and here's what happened.
Today, Chelsea Handler dropped by, and was Chelsea happy to be up here? In the beginning, she sounded a little tired, but by the end, she was clicking with Howard.
I think she digs the show. I think everybody hates getting up early, and I think part of her personality is that I think part of her comedy is that she's perennially irritated and pissed off. Like, that's sort of part of who she is.
And Howard loves that.
Right.
Yeah, he loves talking to someone who's as pissed off as he is about a lot of different things.
And willing to talk about it.
Right.
And name names.
Right. And which they did. The first thing I thought that got out was Howard's old college pal, Ted. Chelsea didn't hesitate to talk about him at all.
Right.
And they quickly bonded over that.
Howard is never like Ted. Ted is like a thorn in Howard's side. And every time he got more and more successful, it used to irritate the shit out of Howard. You know, he came on our show once.
And how'd that go?
It wasn't as much fun as making fun of him. And I don't make fun of him. I'm saying for Howard, it probably wasn't as much fun as goofing on him.
Now, why is being famous so important to Chelsea?
I don't know. I mean, she sort of said that it's something that she always dreamt of doing, that she wanted to do. I liked when she talked more about how you think that when you get famous, you can really rub it in everybody's faces, and it's not nearly as much fun as you would think it would be.
Well, that's what Howard said when he ran into, he felt sad more than actually, hey, it's time to gloat. But is being famous important to you?
I'd be lying if I said on some level it wasn't. I mean, when I was in college, I thought that I had a chance to sort of be recognizable, and I liked the idea of it, and I like it. I enjoy it.
How about you, Benji?
I think the perks, not I'm famous to a level, to like someone that's like a character on a reality show, but to the perks that we get from it, I think are great, and it's also nice. Like, I like the idea. It's an entree into people. It's like you feel like a little bit more connected to everyone, but the actual just being famous for being famous is not a huge turn on to me.
Yeah, I always say that the best part of working on the show is being a B celebrity who works for an A celebrity, or even a D celebrity who works for an A celebrity, because you do get some cool perks. But like Howard, so almost can't utilize the perks that he gets because he's so famous. He can't, it's hard for him to go to the baseball game and sit in the stands.
What did you think of Chelsea's story about waitressing and how important the tip is?
First of all, I learned something today. I had no idea that they have to pay 8% tax on somebody's bill. That's crazy. Did you know that?
No.
I never heard that before.
That.
But listen, I worked at TGI Fridays, and I worked with waitresses who were like Chelsea, who just went up to guys and said, really, you're not going to fucking tip me? And there were all sorts of discussions of which ethnic groups, and, like I know that I got yelled at. I was the host, and I got yelled at for seating a table of women in a waitress's section. And I go, what are you mad at? She goes, don't fucking put women in my section. They don't tip for shit.
Actually, yeah, she made an anti-Semitic comment about that.
Well, she said, you're the kind of Jew that makes a Jew like me, or something like that. Yeah. I guess when you're Jewish, you can make anti-Semitic remarks. But I do get,
She's showing half the comment.
When you work hard and somebody tips you, somebody putting $10 down an $800 bill is it's the worst thing you can do.
Do you feel pressure to tip well? I mean, have you always felt that pressure?
Yeah. My pressure is, I like to tip well anyway because I think I make enough money to do it, but my other pressure is if you tip like shit, someone will call the show.
That's right. So you better...
Which is, I think, is exactly what Howard did. In fact, I was telling you this before. Howard and I went out to dinner one night, and I got to remember if I got this right, but I think I picked up the bill and I put my credit card down, and Howard insisted on leaving a tip, which I thought was weird. But now that I think about it, I realize Howard probably wasn't sure I was going to leave a big enough tip, or not a Howard Stern caliber tip. And he didn't want to leave it to me. And I understand, because when we leave, nobody says, Gary tipped me like shit. It's Howard Stern tipped me like shit. So, and Howard always leaves ridiculous sized tips.
So do you have a general standard? Like, I know 15 to 20%.
I'm 20 to 25%. I mean, I'm guaranteed 20%, sometimes 25%. But again, I would never tip under 20%.
Rick, you're on the wrap-up show. Hey, Rick.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
So just that bit that Chelsea was talking about with the tipping.
Yeah. The 8%?
Yeah, they actually can cost the waitress money to wait on somebody. They take out a percentage of their gross sales to divvy out the bar, the hostesses, the bus, and all that. So they have to pay that no matter what.
Well, wait a second. She said
not.
You're saying that they take out money to divvy up to everybody. She's saying she has to pay 8% tax. Is that what?
I think she... No, it's not really tax. I think she just misexplained it.
Right.
But because on any kind of transaction that's credit card, they can trace it. So anything that isn't cash money you have to pay on.
I do know that when you work in a restaurant, you have to tip the bar backs and the bus boys and some other people. But I understand that, if you, first of all, I don't know who's going to tip 8% or less. You got to think, like, I think in the worst places you tip 10%, but that's unheard of.
You never know, Gar. You never know. But moving on with Chelsea, what did you think of her explanation of her relationship with 50 Cent?
It sounded like she really liked him. It sounded like she went out with him for a goof and found out that she really dug him.
Yeah, and it sounded like when they broke up, they haven't spoken. I guess they get along well now, but they didn't speak to each other for a while based on what she had said to him. So why does she have the ability to fly? I mean, she's an unbelievably successful author. Her television shows are doing well. How does she get to fly under the radar?
Because what are you going to find out about her that she hasn't told you in any of her books or she doesn't say on her show? I think that's a huge thing for her.
And is it odd? I mean, you did it in the book you wrote. I mean, when you put so much of yourself out there, then people sort of think they know you very well, and all of that is there. And I think her and Howard bonded over that a little bit.
But Howard tells everything on the radio show, yet he still gets followed a lot.
True.
But not Jennifer Aniston, whoever it's Julia Roberts caliber. But yeah, he gets followed a lot. I understand, though, what she said. It's the best of both worlds for her. She gets all the perks and none of the shit.
We're going to move off of Chelsea Handler and on to your former intern, Gary, Mitch, and Jessica, who look great.
She was really pretty.
Does it make you feel awkward at all when Mitch... was Mitch like this when he interned for you?
Absolutely not. He was in college. He was in his maybe 20 or 21, and he was your typical horny college kid. We talked about, chicks we thought were hot, but I don't remember him being like a sex fiend or like having like, oh, I need to do, threesomes. I think he was looking for onesomes at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he seems to hit the mother load with his fiance, but his fiance now wants to bring another guy in bed, and Mitch,
deal breaker.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's a deal breaker for Mitch.
Yeah, I find the whole thing fascinating, and I don't judge, but I don't think, like, as I was listening to them talk about it, I said, like, on the surface, it sounds like a really great idea, like, oh, my girlfriend's going to let me fuck other girls, or my wife's going to let me fuck other girls, but to me it sounds both physically and mentally to be an enormous strain. You know what I mean? Like, you have to think about, what does it mean? What does it mean? The going out to get them. It just seems like a lot of
scheduling.
A lot of work. It seems like a lot of work. And so I don't know. I don't know Mitch, the comedian swinger. I know Mitch, the intern.
But by the way, she said she would be okay with them having a monogamous traditional relationship. Just if they did that, she doesn't think she would want to bring in other girls if he didn't, eventually let her bring in other guys.
And do you think that's a fair request?
Do I think it's fair? I think anything's fair if you're married and being upfront and like saying, this is, and you're not exploiting the other person. I think it's fair that that's what she wants and that's what he wants.
JD, would you be able to handle another guy in bed?
No. I can barely handle me in bed.
Hold on.
What size bed does JD even have?
but JD, let's go to this one, right?
Yes.
Like, who's one of your hot girls? Like a girl that you really love. Is there an answer to this?
No, there's a lot. There's
okay.
There's a lot.
So the girl that was in Katrina, right? You liked her.
Katrina Bowden.
So she's on 30 Rock. So she's super hot. So say Katrina Bowden says, "Hey, I want you to come and I want to hook up with you, and my boyfriend's just going to sit in the corner and jerk off."
No, I couldn't. That's too weird. I can't have another guy.
Not going to come near you. Not going to touch you. He's all the way in the corner.
I could have been. If I was into that, I could have did that when I was down at hedonism, because that's all. In fact, that was probably the only way I would have gotten laid. And since I wasn't into it, I didn't get much of anything. So no, I would not. No other guys. I want no other penises in the room. It's just mine.
But if other girls are around,
that's that's fine with me.
Double standard.
Well, listen, I'm sorry. I'm just being me.
But the more the merrier, right?
Oh, I don't know. Well, no, I don't know about that.
But just Gary's
the more it might be sadder.
Gary's scenario, like, so you said the Katrina Bowden is her name, like, is one of your hottest chicks, like, so you couldn't have the guy in there jerking off. What if she told you like he was just watching but not jerking off?
No. I don't want to be watched. I don't want to be analyzed whatsoever.
What if he knew about it and was like, I'm going to let you guys in the room alone. I'll leave and I'll come back. You'll call me when you're done. I'll come back.
Well, I don't know.
All right, Katrina, you have a little shot here.
Hey, by the way, Benji, you've been into some interesting stuff. Have you ever been with a chick where a dude's been in the room just watching?
Yes, but like I've been in it. Like that's never would be my first choice.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
I don't think it's anybody's.
Well, no, I think it is some people's, but opportunistically, when that's the only way it was going to happen,
Right.
yeah, yeah, it's happening.
And
it's not.
If Elisa wanted to bring another guy in,
No,
would you
no
be
way.
okay with
No,
that?
absolutely no way. No.
But see, for me, the guy in the corner only freaks me out because, like, I'd have one eye open because I think I keep waiting for him to, like, I'll just shove a finger up your ass, because you have your attention somewhere else and he catch you off guard.
Waiting for him to slowly creep in.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday's wrap-up show, I went in to talk about the whole Ronnie fiasco. Apparently, he didn't enjoy me calling him borderline stupid. But and then after that, I talked about his whole yelling at his appearances and what a nightmare that is. I've seen that at a party, so here it is.
Howard says he wishes he wasn't associated with one of the two Ronnie Munns that he's gotten to know, and we should get into that a little bit when Ronnie comes in here about how he really is two different people, Gary.
I agree.
There's the
I agree.
character and the...
Because you and I talked about this when we were in Vegas, about, like, we love Ronnie and how Ronnie has a big heart, what a great guy he is. But I don't know that guy's coming across on the air a lot lately.
Well, that guy wasn't doing that contest in Vegas. You could see that. I mean,
I started to write Howard a note last night. I canceled it at the last second. But after I watched Ronnie, I wrote him a note that said, I thank God, I thank you and God every day that I don't have to do these appearances anymore, because when you go out in front of a crowd, there's, you feel compelled to do something.
Right.
And when you don't have an act or you don't do anything, Ronnie and I are famous for being famous. I'm famous for, I can't book a guest in front of a crowd. And so I never felt comfortable doing it.
Well, Ronnie also took issue with Scott DePace. He was insulted that Scott called him stupid, and he kind of went off on you, Scott, really out of left field. I didn't see that coming, did you?
Your mistake, Scott, was that you gave your opinion on how smart you think everybody is, and somebody asked you, but once you put that out there, everyone's going to come back.
The fact is, everyone here has called me stupid from one time or the other, and Ronnie, everyone, Howard, I mean, all those guys. So yeah, I guess I'm not Howard. All of those guys have pretty much said that he's stupid. They pretty much made fun of his poem. And somehow I'm the bad guy. So, okay.
But you know what I think the difference is? Like, I'll say sometimes, Scott, you're being stupid, or I think your politics are stupid, but I don't think you are stupid. You sort of made the blanket statement pursuant to nothing.
Look, it's an
I think
interview.
Ronnie is in general stupid.
All right. Ask me the question again. Rank people around
Do you think
here.
Ronnie's a bright guy?
Yes. Everyone here is very bright.
But you're not being real.
Well, I mean, how else am I supposed to answer
Tell the
it?
truth. Tell what you feel.
I think I did.
You pride yourself
Sort of.
on answering questions honestly and bluntly.
Yeah.
And now you're saying that you think Ronnie is a bright guy? Because in that interview, it didn't sound like you thought Ronnie was a very bright guy.
I don't think John understands sarcasm.
You are a point above him in IQ.
Yeah, clearly, I'm missing it. That's the one point.
Maybe you're the dummy. Look, do I think he's borderline stupid? Like I said, no. That's a little.
Is there anyone here you think is?
No. I don't even know if Bobo was. I don't think I've ever met someone borderline stupid besides a retarded guy.
So what's borderline stupid?
Yeah,
because it's not retarded.
Define borderline stupid.
Just someone who you can't even have a conversation with, who has no sense of reason or I don't know.
But that's retarded, what you're talking about. There are stupid people who aren't retarded.
Well, show me one of them. Who do you think is here?
I think that Sal, in some areas, can be bright, and in some areas, I think Sal lacks common sense.
So that's your way of sugarcoating.
No,
You're
I
saying
think
in some ways
I don't think
he can
Sal's
be
stupid.
bright.
I think Sal lacks book smarts, and I think he lacks common sense. On the other hand, I think sometimes he's sort of a little street smart. I sharp at some other areas, so I don't completely discount him. But sometimes he doesn't think things through.
He's brilliant at making some of those calls.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I said that I think Sal is reasonably intelligent. But so maybe I should say Ronnie doesn't show or sound very intelligent, but he can drive very well.
Okay.
I mean, like I don't know. I made a comment and he got angry and.
Do you see why Ronnie would find that comment insulting?
I would say that you'd be stupid for being surprised that he's mad that you called him stupid.
No, I mean my point is that everyone here has called me stupid, and Howard has basically said that he's not. Stupid is a strong word, and maybe that's the problem. I shouldn't be saying stupid because I don't think he's stupid, but. If we had to take an SAT test, let's say, we all had to go in and my money's not going on him. That's it.
So he's not strong academically in your eyes.
What do you think?
I'm just standing what you said.
I'm not sure how I feel right now. What do you think?
You're not sure how you feel because you're backpedaling on what you said before.
Well, that's really what I meant. I just mean that Ronnie's a great guy. And like he said, he's successful in business.
So did you feel bad saying that about Ronnie? Because it heated up pretty quickly between you two.
Well, I felt bad that he got so upset. I mean, I thought his skin was a little thicker. That I always think I'm always surprised when anyone here gets upset because of all the.
But you get
trash talking
upset.
that goes on. I do when it's 5-on-1 sort of thing. That's
no,
what
you get
pisses
if
me
somebody takes a shot at you, it upsets you sometimes.
Not really? Go ahead.
I'm not looking to fight with you. But who do you think here? Have you ever met anybody like that's borderline stupid? Like some of the whack packers? No, because I think it's a funny phrase. Like where would you put Miss Howard Stern?
I've never really. I don't speak to a lot of the guests, so I don't really. But my interaction from what they. Yeah, I think Miss Howard Stern is probably borderline stupid. I think is Beetlejuice officially retarded? Because if not, he's definitely stupid.
You really have to ask that question?
Well, I don't know. What is there a clinical term? And how do you? I don't
know what the clinical term is. But if you ask somebody to spell red 3 times and they spell it 3 different ways, I'm going to go with whatever that phrase is.
Then he's flat out retarded.
Steve in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show.
High pitch Eric seems very stupid.
Hello?
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve Carnathan, I'm a big fan. Hey, listen, Pace, you're just a backpedaling asshole, first of all.
Shut up.
And
You're
second of all, Ronnie runs his business, and he runs it better than obviously you did.
I don't run Ronnie's business.
No, Ronnie runs his own. He's a hell of a lot more successful than you are. You're just a typical politician, backpedaling asshole.
I'm not a politician. What?
Now, Scott, did you think it was fair for Howard to be upset at Ronnie in the way he behaved out in Vegas? Do you think Ronnie's representing the show?
I mean, listen, Ronnie's his own guy. If he's going to say that this is Ronnie from the Howard Stern show, I could see Howard's point.
But, I mean, it's a Howard TV event. He's saying Howard TV up there.
I don't know. I'd be curious to talk to some of the people. Do they think are they getting some part of the Howard Stern show? Or they think it's going to be a big comedy show? Or if they go expecting to hear some guy just yell at them the whole time, well, then they deserve it.
Gary, what do you think? Should Howard be upset by this? He said he doesn't want to associate himself with that kind of guy.
The thing is, I think that Ronnie's sort of getting mixed signals because Ronnie hasn't really changed too much. He's always sort of been like that. I think that Howard's perception of how he'd like to be received by the audience might be changing a little, which he's totally entitled to, by the way. And so maybe one day he wasn't paying attention. One day he woke up and somebody sent him the tape. He's like, oh, my God, that's who's out there representing me. I'm not sure that I'm crazy about that anymore.
So you think Howard has changed, not Ronnie?
Yeah, to some degree. And I think that's perfectly fine for somebody to change.
Just so everyone knows, that is the guy that shows up at all the parties that we have.
But if you go to dinner with Ronnie, or if you just hang out with Ronnie, that's not the guy you hang out with.
Because normally that's before that guy comes out. When he gets a little drunk, then suddenly forget about it.
All right, Ted, let's take a break. We'll try and get Ronnie down here to refute some of what Scott said, calling him borderline stupid. Ronnie just joined us, and Ronnie, we were talking to Scott about him calling you borderline stupid, and he's backed off of that a little bit, but you went after him pretty hard today.
What do you mean by backed off a little bit? What does that mean?
Well, he was trying to... Well, Scott, you should speak for yourself. I don't want to put words in
I
your
already
mouth.
did it once. I can't. I don't know.
I think he said that he doesn't think you're book smart, but you drive well.
No, that was a joke. I think that, to say you're borderline stupid is certainly an exaggeration. All I was saying is if we were going to
Why would you say it at all, then?
They asked me the question, who is, rank everyone around here. And I had just got done hearing you do your poem, and I didn't think it sounded very good.
You just got done hearing me do my poem.
You had just said you had
I did my poem at the Christmas party. That was December 15th.
Yeah, the first one. The first poem about the winter.
Okay. You had just heard that?
You just said it on the air. And that was...
What? You're getting caught up. What we played was taped about a month ago with the Pace as well. So he's saying when he was interviewed, he heard you it was a day or two after he heard you do your poem.
Oh, okay.
But Scott said, if you took the SAT, he doesn't think you do very well.
As well as most.
Can I ask you a question? What at this point in my life? What does that matter now?
Yeah, I know. I agree with you.
Same thing with an IQ test. What is that going to do for me?
I agree with you. 100%.
And what did it do for you, except to find out that Will is smarter than you?
That's debatable.
He passed it. He got a higher score, didn't he?
Still don't know how he did it.
I don't know, man.
Really?
I know it bothered him.
You can't get over the fact that he may be smarter than you?
No, it bothered him badly, man.
There was that whole news story.
Which turned out not to be true.
Well, I don't know.
Do you think Will cheated and that's why he got more than you?
Look, I know he called me the day before he took it in a panic.
We all did. We were all. I called Howard in a panic the day. We all were in a panic, except for you.
And he called me in a panic, wanting to know everything about the test. And then he did a lot of research on it. I don't know. Look, he's a smart guy. I never said he wasn't. I just, the 131.
You can't just say he scored better than you on the IQ test.
I told you, it bothers him to no
end.
Wow. And that's your friend.
Maybe. All right, he probably did get one.
I don't know.
Is there anybody, is there anyone here you feel is smarter than you?
I think everyone's smart.
Answer my question. Is there anyone here that you feel is
there
smarter
anyone
than you?
here whose intelligence intimidates me? No.
Is there anyone here who you feel is smarter than you are?
I don't know. How do I know that?
Is
anyone here a scientist? No.
It's a gut guess.
Gut guess? I'm sure there is.
But who would it be then?
It could be.
It's not Robin. It's not Fred.
Could be
Obviously.
Will.
Could be Will.
It could be Howard.
Mm-hmm.
It could be John.
But wait a second. So if you're doing the IQ test, throwing all the jokes out the window, John and I scored 1 point below you. It's a veritable.
John was a couple more than.
No, John and I are the same.
Oh,
1 point.
It's a veritable tie. You don't think that we're all around the same intelligence, or do you think that 1 point really makes you so much smarter than John and I?
It was a really hard point.
No, I'm being serious.
I mean, you're the same as I am. It's obvious that I don't know any other barometer than the IQ test. So what am I to say? You're right in the same family as I am.
No, but that's because it sounded like you were going a different way. But we were saying, who do you think here could be?
You said, "What's my gut on who could be smarter than I?" I don't think you're smarter than I am. That's my gut.
That's okay. I'm just wondering if there's anybody else that could be.
I don't know. I'd have to go through the whole list and in.
Like, do you think you're the smartest guy in the TV room, as a for instance?
Yes. No. Maybe.
Who was the no?
Goodstein, Ganji, Fallon.
You think Ganji might be smarter than you?
No. I'm smart.
Those were the yeses.
So, Ronnie, you agree? Scott doesn't think anybody here is smarter than he is.
Yeah, I agree.
I just said you could be, John.
And that.
Well, you said it, but you didn't mean it.
Well, wait a second. John and I have the same IQ, so why could he be smarter than you, but I couldn't?
Well, I think yours is swayed in the memory category, which I don't value.
You don't
as
know
much.
what
you have the Fred problem, Gary.
But you don't know what John scored high.
I don't know, Gary. I don't know. You're asking me these questions. I don't know. There's no way to judge.
Yet
Let's cut our brains open.
There's
and
no
see.
way to
I mean,
judge, yet somehow you managed to.
Well, of course. I mean, you're asking me for a gut feeling. I'm not willing to say my gut says that you're smarter than I am.
Well, what would make you say I was stupid?
What do you think made Howard, Robin, and Fred at times call you stupid?
I never heard him call me stupid.
Hey, well, stupid's a strong word. I've said that. All right, so let's back away from stupid. Let's say not as intelligent as they are.
Yeah, because of grammar and stuff, and the shit I do with my appearances. That's drinking, okay? The shit I do with my appearances is having a good time.
Ronnie, why?
And if you've never been to one of my appearances either, everybody is having a good time, believe it or not.
I don't think anybody questions the fact that people are having a good time. If you watch the video, everyone's having a great time. But Howard seemed to say that this Ronnie Mund, he doesn't want to be any part of. He sort of wants to disassociate himself from you because you're representing the show in a way I guess he's not a fan of.
Okay.
Do you understand where he's coming from?
I
on
understand. Yeah, I understand where he's coming from, but if you're not there to see the actual appearance and what's going on and how drunk everybody is there, I'm not even talking about me. I'm talking about the people that are there. You're in a club with 2,000 people there in this club, and they're all one is drunker than the other. It's everybody's having a good time. That's all it is.
Yeah, I don't see too many people coming to a strip club and going, this is disturbing.
Nobody was insulted. I could tell you that.
Do you feel
I didn't insult anybody, I promise you.
Well, do you feel when you do these appearances, you're sort of giving the people what they want, like what they come for?
I think so, because it's a wild party is what it was. This wasn't a strip club. It was it was Lavo. It's a club.
It's a club.
One of the biggest clubs in Vegas.
Yeah.
Gary, when we have parties and Ronnie starts in with his yelling, what do you think of that?
I'm amused.
You're amused.
Yeah, I don't go, oh, there's dumbass Ronnie. I'm amused. I think it's funny. I've known him for a long time.
Sometimes it goes on a little long.
I haven't been to a lot of those. Like the last time I really witnessed Ronnie genuinely out of control for any length of time. It was like 6 or 7 years ago. It was that Valentine's Day party.
Oh, yeah.
Where that was like really bad.
Yeah. See, and that's fun. But then
that
when
was like, he was drunk at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 2 o'clock.
When everyone else starts jumping in, like Phelan starts yelling, and it becomes just a shout fest for no reason. I just want to stick a fork in my
No, I get that.
But Howard feels that Ronnie's reflecting poorly on him. Like Ronnie is a reflection of his persona and who Howard is.
I guess it depends on how he's billed. If he's billed Ronnie from Howard Stern show, then maybe that could. But if everyone's liking
this time I was billed as Ronnie from Howard TV.
Right.
Yeah, you think Howard TV bears some of the responsibility here, Ronnie?
Well, I don't. What, for me yelling?
Like, are they encouraging you to do more of that, or are you doing that on your own?
No, I think listen, Howard TV loves it. Okay, for the mere fact that they get content out of it. Mm-hmm. They get a TV show, behind-the-scenes show, whatever.
Is that in your head when you're up there?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's just I'm having fun. Everybody was having fun,
and I have to.
And the girls were having a blast on stage dancing. They were most of them were high as a kite. They not drunk, not right. I don't know if high as a kite, but they were having a great time dancing. They wanted to win. The girl who won was thrilled.
And I take it back. Ronnie, I hate to keep bringing up bad times. It wasn't
They're not bad times to me.
It wasn't the Valentine's Day thing. It was Bubba's wedding.
Well, yeah,
that
was a bad time to me.
That was really the last time.
That I remember when the night ended, and I went back to my hotel room, and I sat there by myself, and I said, I am definitely fucked here.
What are your two egos again?
I knew it.
What is it? It's Ron and
Ronald.
Oh, Ronald. So you should try doing one of these events as the nice guy. What's that guy, Ron?
Yeah, nobody wants to come and see that.
They wouldn't like me then.
Let's have some respect for the women.
They're not paying to see Ronald. They're
And I
paying to
didn't
see
call
Ronnie.
the girl a shit ass. I'm telling. Oh, it was shit. I didn't say shits. I said chicks.
John in Long Island, you're on the wrap-up show. How you doing, John?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
I just kind of want to defend Scott here a little bit, which is kind of strange for me because I seem to never agree with him.
Okay. Thank you.
But Scott, I think he's kind of right. I know these are co-workers of yours, and it's very hard to call somebody that you work with stupid. But all the fans even know it's funny for the show to hear, like Ronnie's poetry. And that whole thing where they were going to give Ronnie another show, and they called it More Ronnie, and he didn't even get the joke for a week. He is kind of...
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's kind of...
No, I got the joke. I said it right away. Moron. I said...
It took a while to get it. Someone had to explain it to you, and you came in and confronted Howard a day or two later and said, you guys are making fun of me behind my back. But, I mean... It's funny, but I think he put the wrong one lowest. I think Sal is definitely the lowest. He can't even pick out the U.S. on a map.
He's just not educated. There's a difference.
Yeah, well, that is kind of, you go through, if you graduate high school and you don't pick up some of the material, that is kind of stupid, don't you think?
Stupid of the school to give him a diploma.
And Sal gets very insulted if anybody calls him stupid.
That's his Achilles heel. If you say Sal's stupid, it's very upsetting to him. But he's right. And Sal's move is, what do I need to know where Florida is? What am I going to use it in my daily life?
Right.
I get on a plane, they take me there. What the fuck do I have to pick it on a map?
All right, thanks for calling in, John. So are you two okay now?
I apologize to Ronnie.
Yeah,
and-
which I know took a lot for Scott to apologize to somebody.
Did you think it was a sincere apology?
Yeah, I do. I really do. Yeah, I thought it was very sincere because I heard from little flies on the wall that he was upset about the whole thing after it went down.
Really?
Oh, then you're full of shit. Then your fucking apology
No,
doesn't
I
mean
was-
nothing. Then
No. Wait. Whoa. I mean, I wasn't pouting in the room.
no, I
if
didn't
that's
say you
what-
were pouting. Did I say you were pouting?
I was upset
I
that
said
you were
it
upset.
bothered you. I said
yeah,
it bothered you.
I
That-
didn't like. See,
Yeah, okay.
You and I were always good. And I don't want to.
I've never had a bad word with you, but you know what? Last night, the funny thing was when he said it yesterday, and John Lieberman, I think, came to me and asked me about it, and I just, what the hell are you talking about? I didn't even know that he did an interview about he was doing a story like this. But I went, see, now, I never hear the news stories, but now you can go on Twitter and listen to them. So I just went and listened to it in the afternoon. I heard it on Twitter on my phone, and it's like, what the fuck, man? what is with this guy? It bothered me all night. And I was just hoping it would come, because I had to explode today on this. I could
tell.
Now, if
You're unleashed.
If you didn't go in for because Howard brought you in for the Vegas stuff, would you have gone up to Scott and told him that it kind of pissed you off what he had to say?
I would have waited because I knew sooner or later it would have probably came up on the air because I know Lieberman was going to headline it, and it would have came up then, and then I would have went in, but no, I don't think I would have confronted. Every Howard likes, like he said this morning,
On the air.
He loves fights. He loves it. He thrives on it. And
Hey, Ronnie, if you were asked if you had to pick a stupid person on the staff, who would you choose?
Benji, I wouldn't call anybody
Okay,
stupid.
that's
I've never
fair.
called.
That's
I've
fair.
never. I wouldn't do it.
Okay, that's
Even if I
if you
thought
had to.
Even if I thought you were the dumbest fucking person in the world, I don't do that, and I don't tell people I hate them either.
Hi, I'm Scott the Engineer, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, the subject came up of me screwing something up. I deleted some important material Howard was trying to play. I went in, I admitted it, and eventually he got mad but apologized, so check it out.
I think we should start with something that happened at the end of the show, which was Scott Salem deleting Howard's page, and the way Howard handled it, because you heard the anger, he yelled at Scott, he was all pissed off, and then a caller called in, and 10 minutes later he's apologizing for the way he treated Scott. But that's just a screw-up, Gary, that I was surprised. I thought it was going to go on for longer, and I wonder if Scott's heard the last of it.
It would have gone on for longer 15 years ago. I felt for Scott, and I felt for Howard. First of all, I need to explain to folks that all the pages that we have, the Gary page 1, JD page 2, all that stuff, as the show goes on, we play Howard all these bits, and Howard takes the best of these bits and he pulls them over to, it's called the cart rack, but I call it the on deck circle. And Howard moves things around. He's like, okay, I'm going to play this and this and this, and this is the order. And so to go back and recreate that is near impossible because I gave him so much stuff this morning, I'm not positive I remember what was on his pages, and I don't always see what he pulls over. So Howard's like, and it's not just for today. If we didn't get to it today, it's waiting for him on Monday, and he constantly recreates that page. So I felt for him that went away. Hey, there goes Tom Green. What's up, man? I felt really bad for him that went away, but I felt really bad for Scott, too, because it's an honest mistake.
Yeah, and Scott said that. He said, I hit the wrong button. I made a mistake. But for it to happen at that point in the show, the way Howard was feeling, it's just not good.
It would have been worse if it happened at the beginning of the show because we would have lost. Howard at least got to play a bunch of the stuff that was on there.
Right.
But it's not good for anybody involved. But when I sit in there, I think of the days when I was under fire like that where I know I fucked up. And there's nothing you can say or do. You fucked up and you just have to sit there and take it, and you just don't know when it's going to end.
But aren't you better off just copping to it as Scott did, not pretending there was some weird thing that happened or a glitch or it just...
Absolutely, but sometimes that's worse because you're copping to it and you're like, I know, man, I fucked up. I'm so sorry. And he just doesn't care. You know, what else can you do? You just have, it's like you're getting the shit kicked out of you and you put your hands over your face and keep taking the punches until it stops.
And Scott took it, but the bowling thing came up again. And when Howard starts hitting you with that, you wonder, what subtext is going on.
And again, I used to take that all the time. It could be like I would fuck something up and Howard would bring up an appearance I did a month ago. Oh, well, maybe you weren't at the car show a month ago. Maybe you'd get this shit right. And I was like, and so he grabs whatever weapons he can.
Yeah, and then you're thinking, is it on his mind still? And then it starts playing games in your head.
Well, Jason and I had this interesting conversation. I guess the reason why I'm so sensitive to the whole Scott thing is because I said to Jason, I remember those days. And Jason said, I said it would really hurt. And he said, well, but after when you went to break, Howard said I was just kidding around. I go, never. And Jason goes, God, as a listener, I just always assumed that you and Howard had this thing. And I go, no, we just sort of moved on. It was sort of unspoken, except sometimes I didn't know whether he was still mad or not.
Did you ever get an apology like that, like Scott got today? That quickly?
Yeah, but all more recently. I think so, but I'd say 90% of the time I didn't. 95% of the time I didn't.
And I wonder with Scott and the dates, I know he's doing the block party and the bowling and stuff like that. Does he think twice about doing it, or is Scott just so beaten down he takes it and he moves on because he knows eventually it's going to pass?
The second.
Yeah, I think so too. Were you impressed by how Scott handled himself in there, Benji?
That the more feeling was I felt horrible for him because it's like. It's just like I thank God I'm not in a position like that. Something like that could happen. It sounds like it was like just a total mistake, and I understand what Howard's point of view is. Like when you write a term paper and someone erases it.
That's right. That's exactly what it's like. It's really all the funny stuff for the day. And in his mind, he said, if I take this, it's like a puzzle. I'll take this and this and this and put it all together. It's going to work.
Yeah, and poof, it's gone.
Right.
So you understand where the anger is coming from. And Scott, that's one of those situations where you made an honest mistake. There's nothing you can do. Are you surprised he turned around and apologized to you so quickly?
Yeah, a little surprised. He probably wouldn't have done it if the caller didn't push him into it. But I was a little surprised. I didn't need that. I mean, I would be just equally as pissed off as he was. It's something that I did that shouldn't happen.
So after you hit the button and you realize what happens, what's going through your mind?
Oh, fuck. Shit. I'm like, God damn it. So I said, I can't just not tell anybody and let it go, and hopefully things won't show up.
Scott came to me. I was supposed to tell Howard during the break, and we had like this 45-second break where I was talking to him about a contest, and I just didn't get to it.
And he found it without you telling him?
That's right.
Oh, that's even worse. But I did go to Gary right after it happened. I said, listen, I deleted a page by accident. I just want you to know. I didn't just leave
no. Yeah, he fessed up to it, but there's nothing you can do.
That was the only thing I could have done. I mean, so, yeah, I felt really bad. It's not something that, I do.
What about the bowling comments and the block party comments and the other things that Howard said when he was sort of getting on?
You know, when you get mad and you're in an argument with somebody, you just bring up shit and you throw it around, and, whatever.
Like, when you're talking to your wife and you call her a cunt and whore? Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
No, but that's almost what it's like. It's like all bets are off.
Yeah. So
I would hate to fight with Howard in real life.
The bowling and the block party have nothing to do with what I do here. So, I mean, they're associated, but in terms of doing my job here, no, I didn't fuck up because I do those other things.
All right, we have a hit TV show lady here, 𝗪cie Handler. We're going to bring her in.
Oh, one of those hit TV show ladies.
That's right. Something wrong with that? No.
Good morning, 𝗪cie.
Good morning.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Your big debut.
I know, I'm very, very excited.
Nervous at all?
No.
Just curious. I've read this.
No, I don't get nervous very often. Should I be?
No. Here, right this way, You guys used to be co-workers of sorts.
Who, Howard and I?
Yeah, when he was on E.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't on E when Howard was on E.
You guys never crossed paths?
No, never.
But, so what's going on with you? What's new?
Well, I'm here. I'm in New York. I woke up about 30 minutes ago.
That's got to be tough for a West Coast-based person like yourself.
It is. It's very tough. I was wondering how he does his job every day. It's something that would not be good for me. I'm not a morning person.
I don't think he is either, but...
I don't think anyone's really a morning person, except for babies.
I don't think 4 in the morning is really... Yeah, you're right. Isn't good for anyone except for...
But it feels good to have a camera 3 inches away from my face.
I know. I was hoping I'd get even closer, too.
Would you like to go inside of me?
Yes.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, I'll leave you alone, 𝗪cie. Good luck.
Thanks.
I watched the first 2 episodes of her TV show, the sitcom. It's actually pretty good. Is it?
So the show is based on her books, her life in the 20s when she was sleeping around like a maniac.
Those books sold insane numbers.
Insane numbers means what?
A lot of books.
At one point,
what's
she had 3 books. They were 1, 2, 3 on New York.
You got it, my friend.
She's dated 50 Cent for briefly.
He did some stuff on her show too.
She was in a Twitter feud with Nick Cannon. She said she discovered masturbation in 3rd grade. She's a big drinker. She got a DUI when she was 21, but she's proud. She has Belvedere as one of her sponsors. Her mother was a Mormon. Her father was Jewish. Grew up in New Jersey. The other thing, if you see that, the first line from her book, when she was 7, she walked in on her parents having sex. She saw her mom jumping around naked in a nurse's hat while her father chased her with a bandana around his neck.
All right.
She doesn't play. She plays her older sister on the sitcom too. Another girl plays her.
Howard, it's weird because they got a younger, hotter chick to play her, but she's the older sister.
I got it. Chelsea Handler is very successful on the E! Network. She is also very successful. Hey, Chelsea.
Hi.
There you are. Chelsea is very successful also as an author. She has sold three books, and now the fourth one is coming out, right?
No, the fourth one came out about a year ago.
Okay.
But thanks for fact-checking.
Yeah, it's early and I'm tired. And
You're tired. I don't know how you do this. This is brutal.
It's brutal, but I'm only doing it 3 days a week now. But now with my new America's Got Talent judging duties.
Oh, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
That's phenomenal.
We're part of the same family now, Aren't you on NBC?
I am.
You are, so
Think
there we go. Yeah. So, but when you... I mean, I'm all over the place right now, but when you write 4 books and 3 of them are bestsellers, at one point...
4 of them are bestsellers.
4 of them are bestsellers.
I mean, I don't mean to brag or anything or be conceited, but that's
But,
that's
the
just the
numbers
bottom
are
line.
the numbers, right?
When the last book came out, it was like a $6.5 million advance.
Was it? I didn't get paid then.
You didn't get paid that. That was the rumor.
No. I didn't get $6.5 million. I think that was like Tina Fey or someone.
But not you.
No, I don't remember what it was, but it was not that.
Your success, though, now is pretty astronomical. And I remember the first I heard of you was when you started on E!
Right, because you were good friends with Ted Harbert.
Well, I don't like Ted. I feel Ted's a phony. But that was my assessment of him. I knew him in college. We were on the college radio station. At BU?
Uh-huh.
He was a year younger than me.
Yeah.
And I remember that you got the job at E! Television. You had your own show. But the thing was, I had heard that you were dating Ted at the same time. So I assumed, he's throwing his girlfriend on television.
Right.
So when you do that, when you go on, so everyone was against you, I'd imagine. True? I mean, did you have that
Everyone
feeling?
Except for Ted.
Right. Ted was your champion. You broke up with him a long time ago.
Yeah, I got really, yes.
Are you still friends with him?
Well, I wouldn't call us friends. I mean, we email, I'm in the city, so I emailed him. He emailed me a question about something, and I emailed him back. Kind of my friends and I were sitting around saying, wouldn't it be funny if we called Ted and had him meet us for drinks?
Why is that funny?
Just because Ted is, Ted. He's just kind of like that kid in school who, yells out the answer before anybody else has a chance to, who's just like, he's just a nerdy guy and he wants to fit in and be one of the cool kids. And he would come to like writers' meetings at the show at Chelsea Lately. And he was he wanted to be in on the joke, and he was kind of the joke, he was just he's a very, very silly guy, and he's not the most, what you said earlier, he's not the most, he tries very hard, so I have some sympathy for him.
Were you in love with him?
At some point, yes.
You were, and he was your boss.
Well, the show started before he and I got together. When we were collaborating on the show, that's when he was separated from his wife, and he was kind of, after me. And I was like, okay. And I, at the time, I was, this was like 5 years ago or something. I thought there was something kind of interesting about him. He's very smart.
Right.
He knew a lot about TV, And then I moved in with him, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking kill this guy. So, I mean,
is that what killed the relationship? Because you were working together, he was your boss, then he moves in, and you need your space.
Well, yeah, I would come home from work, I would do my show, and I would come home from work, and he's like, do you want to watch your show? And I'd be like, no, I just came from my show. Like, I don't want to watch myself on television.
So that kills the relationship. Does that always kill a relationship for you when a guy moves in? Are you just such an independent, strong woman that you can't live with a guy?
I would probably say that that's true. I mean, he's the only man I've ever lived with, and I don't think... It's very hard to live with someone. I live with my brother and a lesbian from Dallas right now in Los Angeles. I like people in my house, but I don't necessarily want somebody in my room all the time.
So you're one of those people, like people might think you're a loner, but you're actually a people addict. You need someone around all the time.
Yeah.
But
probably.
You try to act like you're independent.
Yeah,
but not a relationship.
No, I like relationships. I like short-term relationships mostly, or long-distance relationships under the right circumstances, but I come from a big family, so I
Right.
like to have everybody around me. I like people to know they're there. If you want to interact, you can walk downstairs, do whatever. Or if you want to go upstairs and be alone, you can do either. I definitely don't like to be alone in a big house.
Freedom is a big deal for you then. Is it freedom?
I like to fly around, do whatever I want, bring my friend. I always bring a lot of
What
people
is it that
with
you
me.
do that you have to do that a guy could hold you back from doing?
Masturbate. I masturbate all day long.
Do you?
No, I don't, actually.
Right.
I never masturbate, actually.
You used to masturbate a lot when you were younger,
Yeah,
right?
I did. Before I knew what I was doing was masturbating.
Right. And
But
you
that
would-
was on a playground, so it was totally legal.
And when you masturbated, what did you think about? Would you think about guys you wanted to have sex with or guys you had had sex with?
No, I was 8, so I wasn't having sex.
No, you were masturbating when you were older.
No. I had a thing. I had a thing on the play when you're a little girl and you discover you're riding on the monkey bars and then all of a sudden the bell rings and you're like,
Right.
I can't go back to class. It's not even about sex. It's just about that sensation.
The release.
Yes.
But as a teenager, you didn't masturbate?
No. I kind of always thought masturbating was just I don't want to sit around jerking off. I thought it was a waste of time, and I figure if I'm going to have sex with a guy, I'll have sex with a guy.
Were you popular? You're very pretty. Were you popular in high school? Because as a comedian, I would think, it's sort of a fine line. You've got to be a hard ass, you got to be this and that and the other thing, and at the same time, you were the pretty girl. And everyone would say, well, pretty girls can't be funny.
Well, I was a little chunky. I wasn't fat or anything, but I definitely wasn't popular. I would go in and out of groups. I would be in the popular group, and then I would do something, and they would all hate me. And then I would go into the less popular girls, and then somehow I would piss them off, and then I'd just switch schools.
But you make it seem like you were out of control. You were proud of the fact that you had a DUI when you were 21 years old.
I wasn't proud of it. I just wasn't lying about it.
Right. You were up front.
I'm a big proponent of just say what your shortcomings are and be honest about who you are. As long as you're honest, then nobody can ever say, oh, you fucking lied to me. I'm like, listen, any guy I date, it's well, I want to know about your history. It's well, it's in the book. I talk about it very openly.
It's liberating, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like liars.
You are who you are.
But sometimes when you admit something in a book, and then someone brings it up in an interview or your friends bring it up, and all of a sudden you shut up. I don't want anyone to know that. I've written things in my books that I go, oh, fuck, why did I write that? Because then it's out there. I guess I was in some sort of la-la land where I thought, no one will ever bring this up to me,
Right.
it'll all be quiet. I'll never have children one day, this kind of thing.
Right.
And then it all bites you in the ass, doesn't it?
Well, that's why I'm not going to have any children.
Right. You know that for a fact.
Yeah, I got my tubes set on the way here this morning.
Perfect. I knew it.
There
You looked a little...
You're the perfect girl.
Peeking. Where'd you grow up? In Boston?
Livingston, New Jersey.
Oh, Livingston, New Jersey. And you're growing up, and you're in the in crowd, you're out of the in crowd, but men play an essential role in your life? Are you always the girl with a boyfriend?
No, I mean, I have relationships, and then I take nice long breaks in between. When Ted and I lived together for 4 years, and I literally woke up one morning, and I hadn't been drinking for 2 weeks because I was getting ready for this Shape cover photo shoot,
Right.
with that magazine. And I hadn't been drinking. And so my mind was I was almost hallucinating because I drink on a regular basis. And I was...
So you had the DTs?
So, no, but I was just so clear-headed. When you don't drink for a while, you're just
Reality looks kind of weird.
Oh my God, wait, what the hell am I doing? And I literally woke up and I looked at Ted. I'm like, I gotta go. I'm taking the dog and I'm moving out. I go, this is it.
That was the breakup.
Yeah, that was it. And he was like, Chelsea, he's like, you haven't been drinking in 2 weeks. You're not thinking clearly.
You need to drink. So do you really drink that much?
No, I just drink. I don't get drunk very often, but I do drink regularly.
What does that mean?
I don't drink Wednesday. I won't drink usually if I'm working on my show, which is almost every week. I don't drink Monday through Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday and Saturday I'll drink. And then Sunday I start again, no drinking.
What are you drinking vodka? Are you drinking...
Vodka mostly.
Do you drink wine or something?
Sometimes I'll have a glass of wine. If I'm just going to dinner and I'm not going out, I'll just have a glass of wine.
And when you're drinking vodka, are you drinking a couple of drinks a night?
Yeah.
And do you think there's a problem?
No.
You don't? You don't think you're an alcoholic?
No, I don't have an alcoholic's personality. No. I've never really worried about that.
Have you ever been tested for, like I went to
For
some
AIDS?
No, well, that of course. But,
No, I just don't want to know.
do you make these guys wear a rubber when they bang you?
I make everybody give me an AIDS test whenever I start a relationship.
You do?
And yes, I use protection as most of the time.
I met you this summer. You were going out with a guy. I guess that's ended. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's over.
That's over. You were going out with him. He doesn't wear a rubber when he bangs you?
We didn't have sex. We were just seeing each other for 9 months. We just kissed.
Is that it? No, come on. When a
No,
guy,
we had protected sex.
you did.
Yes.
But why
would you think that we wouldn't?
Because you give him the AIDS test. And then sort of he's clean, I guess, of all diseases, and you are.
But I don't want to get pregnant either.
Right.
So, and I'm not on the pill.
And you would never take the pill.
No.
Because why should you put chemicals in your body?
Well, right. I already drink all the time. I don't need the pill on me.
Right.
Like, I have enough stuff.
So it seems to me there's a weird dichotomy here. You want to be healthy. You want to get in shape for like a magazine cover. But at the same point, you're like, fuck it. I'm going to drink and I don't care about calories and all that other stuff. Do you care about your appearance?
Oh, yeah. But here's the thing. I mean, I feel like, when you work really hard, you're allowed license to also play really hard, and I play very responsibly. I'm not running around at these clubs falling down like Paris Hilton. I don't operate like that.
Right.
I'm at home most of the time, or I'm at my friend's houses, or I'm at a dinner. It's kind of a more civilized. It's not like I'm 25 anymore. I'm 36, so I work out every day. I do Pilates every day. But when I want to drink, I drink. I don't make myself crazy.
And when you, and I have this dilemma too, when you start to get famous and you're accepted by show business, so to speak, you've got the sitcom now going on, and the TV show is doing well, and the books are doing well, and you're making a lot of money. So people want to be friends with you, like a Jennifer Aniston. I know you're close to her, and there's some other, I don't know who else, like Reese Witherspoon, I've heard you mention with. All of a sudden, do you start to worry, I can't be so honest about them. I can't be honest about show business and the people because you're known for making fun of all these people. There's that weird thing where you start going to all these parties and then you worry about walking in the room and people are going to go like, oh, there's that bitch who made fun of me,
Well, that happens. I mean.
Do you get yelled at?
No one yells at me. I think, no. I mean, that would be really funny, though.
Would it be funny?
Screaming at me. Well, it would be funny because they would look like a total asshole. I mean, if you're taking me seriously, then you're an asshole anyway. It's not a serious program.
But you take it seriously when somebody says something about you and they say something negative.
Not
you get
really.
very hurt.
No, I don't ever respond to stuff like that.
Didn't you get into some Twitter war with Nick Cannon or something?
Yeah, no, I told Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon said he was going on a comedy tour, and I wrote who's doing the comedy, and then he went nuts.
Right.
But I never responded again. I mean, I'm not going to fight with Nick Cannon.
Right.
Isn't that going to be your coworker?
Well, he is the star of the show. Is
he the star of the show?
Well, I guess
he's the host.
He's the host. He's the host of the show.
Yeah. And then this is the best part.
Right.
Then after I did that, I had to do some satellite radio tour for After Lately, my other show on E.
Right.
I had to do this morning satellite tour, and it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're doing stations on the East Coast. You're totally out of it. I wasn't even paying attention. I was like on my BlackBerry, and all of a sudden I'm on Nick Cannon's show, and he's like, "Well, what do you think of Nick Cannon?" I'm like, "I don't know. Who's Nick Cannon?" And he's like, "I'm Nick Cannon." He's like, "You went off on me on Twitter," and I said, "Actually, I didn't. I just made one comment, and then you went nuts." And I go, "And now you're an asshole because you look like you're fighting with someone who's not even fighting with you."
But why is he not a funny guy? Like you said, well, who's going to do the comedy? I mean, I think that's a great line, but you probably don't even know his comedy, right?
Well, I don't, and that's also a good point. That's relevant. But anyone who's married to Mariah Carey, I'm pretty sure doesn't have a great sense of humor. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, she's ridiculous. I mean, what is she? What is her game plan?
Well, what do you mean? What is her game plan?
I mean, what kind of person operates like that? Does she? I mean, she thinks she's worse than like Elizabeth Taylor. She thinks she's like I mean, she's just so ridiculous with her body. Like, you see her one day and she's like 50 pounds like heavier or light. I mean, what is she doing? I don't even understand like what hemisphere people like that operate in. There's nothing real about her and her Hello Kitty, whatever.
Do you find that you're meeting more and more people like that? Are you getting more and more dragged out of reality now that you're in that Hollywood life? And I'm sure that you're at a lot of really cool parties and meeting a lot of very, very famous people. In a way, don't you sort of lose
that street cred?
Yeah, that or being grounded in a sense.
Do you feel like that when you hang out with famous people that you lose your street cred?
No, because I'm so warped and so damaged that I don't think anything could make me healthy ever and get me.
You're never going to feel like you fit in?
I don't. I think if the Queen of England knighted me, I still wouldn't feel like I fit in. I don't know what would.
You feel like that. You felt like that your whole life, that you just do not fit in.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel that way?
No, I feel like I fit in pretty much wherever I go. I mean, I've definitely, not because I have this huge ego, I honestly really don't take any of it very seriously. I think a lot of these people are ridiculous, and those people I would never befriend or pretend to. I'm not a fake person, and if I don't like someone, it's very clear to everyone in the room that I don't, and I have no problem, telling someone that I'd rather not be speaking to them or just walking away mid-sentence.
Are you a stand-up comedian? Is that how you started?
Yeah.
So when you're growing up in New Jersey, was your dream always to be a stand-up comedian?
No, that was like my worst nightmare.
What did you want to be?
I think I just wanted like people to hear what I had to say. Like I thought my opinion was very valuable at a very young age. And because I'm the youngest of 6, you just have to scream and yell to get heard. So that was definitely, a part of the...
Were you a loudmouth?
Yeah, I mean...
And you would mouth off about everything. Did you ever go up on a stage and do stand-up for a career?
Yeah.
Was that your start?
Yeah, that's how I started, yeah.
And you'd go up and you'd do your thing and you'd talk. Were you good at it?
I got good at it. I mean, yeah, in the beginning I had an easier time. I think if it had been more difficult in the beginning, I would have probably given up more easily. But I had an easy time, and then I went through the rough patch, like, a year into it, where I would bomb all the time.
You mean the first time you got up, you were good at it?
Well, I mean, I had like 15 friends in the audience too, so.
But where did you do that? Where did you go the first time?
The Improv on Melrose, and then the Laugh Factory.
Was it like, oh my God, I got to go do this? I better go take 50 drinks and get up on that stage?
Yeah,
How old were you?
I had to have like 8 margaritas, 20.
You were 20 years old, and you walked up on a stage for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have stuff written down that you were going to talk about?
Yeah.
And you were really well thought out about this. And who inspired all of this in you? Was there some person or some comedian that you looked up to?
Well, David Hasselhoff is
he's funny.
Is a hero of mine.
So you laid down on the stage and started eating hamburgers drunkenly
in an orange bathing suit.
Right.
No, I didn't want to do stand-up. It was just kind of like
what else to do?
I was auditioning and I was reading these people's lines. You go into auditions and everyone's skinnier and prettier, and I'm like, I'm Jewish and I'm never gonna be like a supermodel type girl, and I just didn't even have any interest in that. I just thought I wanted something where I could express my opinions and my point of view without anyone kind of editing me.
What do you mean you're Jewish? Your father's Jewish, not your mother.
Yeah, I was raised Jewish. I was bat mitzvah.
You were bat mitzvah and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And what do you mean you were auditioning? You were going